The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Knew something was gonna fuck up. I knew something was gonna fuck up. Yo, welcome to Real Figures, episode number 72. My name is Omar V, bringing you the latest action figure toy news of the week. And fuck, man, I don't know if you guys watch football, but fucking what a fucking game I just saw. Holy shit, bro. Oh man, I was like, dude, I gotta push this show back because I was like, crazy endings, man. I don't know. I love sports sometimes, but dude, sometimes it's just like no biting shit. You're just at the edge of your seat, you know. But yo, guys, you guys are here for the action figures, man. We got plenty of stuff to talk about this week. We got yeah, it's still, I mean, it's still kind of slow. It's still like January and stuff, but there's always cool stuff popping up, man. As you guys can see from the thumbnail, like probably one of the hotter Supermans I think I've seen honestly in a long time. And I don't know, I just finished passing up on the Batman that they released, but man, that's a figure that's on social media a lot, man. I've seen that on my timeline a lot, that Hush Batman from GONG. So we're gonna take a look at that figure. Couple of other things that kind of popped up even today. I saw some news kind of popping up, so we'll dive into all that stuff. And then yeah, I'll say what's up to the chat. If you guys are in the chat, drop some comments. I'll try to read out your guys' chat as much as possible. Kind of have a combo throughout the show. And before that, I'll go through my pickups, man. Kind of excited, bro, because yo, this week coming in clutch. Blokey Snorlax, bro. This thing is awesome, man. It's like the amount of articulation that you could get with such a big figure. It's kind of crazy because it's like the way they articulated this, the way they set kind of set up the joints and stuff. Like the arms are kind of like on this joint that kind of really allows for double jointed extension kind of. They're not double jointed, but you get good range on this stuff, you know. And then Snorlax is just such a funny and cool Pokemon. It's like this dude is just always chilling, big chilling. I don't know if you guys ever remember playing the game where he was blocking the road and you would have to wake him up and stuff. And that's the thing that was so cool about those games. It was world, just the world that it built. You would have to all of a sudden you're taking them on next thing you know it. And it's just it's a Pokemon. You got to catch them, got to catch them all, baby. And yeah, to me, he wasn't a legendary Pokemon, but it was your one opportunity to catch him. So it was you didn't want to kill this motherfucker, But yeah, this figure is just awesome, bro. Blokey's is absolutely killing it, man. They're just putting them together really premium releases. A lot of people are kind of picking up their Transformers line and stuff. I'm kind of confused by that. I kind of want to buy some, but I don't know the differences in the lines. They kind of have them written out kind of funny and stuff. But yeah, just awesome release from them. It even comes with a little beach stand. This is just cool too, you can put a plunderling in here or something. The little palm trees, just I love this shit. I was like, dude, Blokey's is killing it. And I couldn't just get Snorlax. He's part of this latest wave. I had to go in for the Cypher. Another really cool Pokemon. I think you caught him in the Safari Zone and stuff, but I can't remember if it was blue or red. I think it was red. But yeah, cool design to a Pokemon, bug, plant type. And man, bro, lately I've just been watching shit ton of AI Pokemon videos. They're just so awesome the way they're done. I like the ones that are National Geographic style because they're just, I don't know. It kind of gave me another spark of interest in Pokemon, more so than the TCG game, because that just seems like Scalper City. It doesn't seem like a fun hobby. You're fighting, people at stores to try to get products. So I'm good with the toys and those videos. I'm yo, Pokemon is just so awesome. Celebrating 30 years this year. So pretty dope. And man, my boy Snorlax, he's just so cool. I remember he wasn't one of my starter 6 Pokemon when I played the games, but I always remember one of the first holographic cards that I got was a Snorlax. I remember going to EB games, and yeah, Like we were right there with my mom, and I was like, "Yo, Pokemon cards, hell yeah!" I got a pack, got him. I was like, "Hell yeah!" I was so happy. And I remember like telling our mom about it. Like me and my brother were like, "Yeah, this is game." And my mom thought it was silly, but the at the stores they would sell like these books where you could kind of put the cards in. And it's like that was the thing about Pokemon. I remember collecting it, but I don't remember playing the game so much. It was just about collecting them, you know. So like to kind of keep them in like a cool little book and kind of keep them from like fucking up. Yeah, I remember she bought us a couple, and yeah, me and my brother would just try to fill them up, you know. I remember my stupid ass brother took it to school one time and he fucking he stole his shit. They stole our cards. Fucking heartbreaking, man. And it's like that motherfucker, in hindsight, those kids that stole that shit stole like hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe even millions, you know? I mean, depending on the condition, but it's just so crazy the stuff that you collected as a kid. Fast forward like decades later, and it's just like, crazy collectibles and stuff. I don't know if you guys follow Jeremy Padower, but man, that dude has a bunch of grails. Poor guy's like house burned down during the Palisades fire out here, but he still held on to a fucking gem mint Charizard, gem mint Blue Eyes White Dragon, and I think a Hulk Hogan card. I want to say, or sticker or something like that. Yeah, it's just I don't know. Like I said, I'm not into the cards anymore, but the toys are awesome, man. So Bloke is killing it. We're gonna talk some MEZCO today. I did go in for this Senor Blanco fucking MEZCO, but what's up with that paint, bro? Look at that hat, man. It's like fucking chipped white. I'm like, bro, seriously, that sucks ass. But cool figure. It's a little Rumble Society. You gotta like mix it up a bit. I thought the design of the character was just cool. It's like Skullhead dude. Fucking sign me up. And that name too, Senor Blanco, is just like a cool ass name, you know? But yeah, we're gonna talk some MEZCO today also. I didn't know what the fuck that shit was on 112 day. It was something, but we're gonna talk about it. And then from MEZCO to McFarlane, got my boy Static Shock came through. Didn't come with this effect as a Marvel Legends effect, but Todd gave us some other shit, some weird ass shit. And then that little trash can lid that he fucking rides around in. Pretty dope figure, pretty dope McFarlane, man. I don't know, man. I'm not going in for all this stuff, you know. This was like an exclusive to his store, so it was like, all right, kind of had to pay the shipping fee and all that stuff. But the Zatanna, I canceled my order. I was like, nah, I'm not paying $40 damn near for fucking McFarlane. Like, you can go fuck yourself, dude. Like, fuck that. It's like the line's dying. It's like, nah, his shit should not be fucking, crazy prices for like basic characters, dude. Like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, no, bro, that's outrageous, bro. Because I'm already dropping $60 for your fucking Spawn, Todd. Like, go fuck yourself, man. Spawn is pretty dope. Elite Spawn, like, dude, I don't know. Image Founders line, pretty cool. What they showed so far, so they're gonna get me for a lot of these figures. But like I said, I'm already paying $60 for this. The static was damn near fucking $40. It was like I don't know, 27 plus shipping or something. I don't even fucking know. I don't even know. And it's like this should just be a regular release figure, bro. Like people should have the opportunity to get this guy. But a character like Zatanna, it's like, man, you need that for like a Justice League. That should not cost people $40, bro. That's it's not like a fucking main character, but it is a pretty important character for a display like that. And it's like, nah, it's like you fucking tripping, homie. Like you're all the way tripping, bro. And thought I had one more thing, but fuck, I must have fucking forgot. I think yeah, I must have forgot. I showed the Pokemon. And yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got this week, man. So yeah, let me know what you guys are picking up. A lot of cool shit. Like I said, Blokies is doing their thing. Some of the stuff we're gonna look at today. Not everything. I'm starting to cut back a lot, but there's a lot of cool stuff always kind of getting shown off. Some stuff I kind of want to dabble in also. And then the way companies are kind of rolling out stuff too, it's kind of like DLC here and there. But yeah, there's always cool shit, man. So it's like if you hold back here, you're probably gonna get something more over there. But let me know what you guys are picking up and stuff, and what you guys' thoughts on it is, and I'll say what's up to the chat, man. Chat sliding in here. Be weird, number one fan. This guy is always trying to get real, baby. So what's up, Be Weird? What's good with you, man? Rojo is in the building. Shout out to Rojo54, man. Cool dude. Was just chatting with him the other day, man. This guy does killer work, bro. Underrated, super low key, but I was like, yo, this is you, dude. That's crazy. Good shit, Rojo. Like, goddamn. Let's get real, my man. 8 and Skate. Yo, what's up, 8? Tyler L is in the house. He says, how's it going? Pretty good, bro. It'd have been going better if I put money on some of these games, man. Shit. I called a lot of them. B Rivera in the house. He says, what up, y'all? What up, B? What's good with you, man? Fighting Codenames in the house. He says, what's Omar? What's up, Real Figure Crew? What's up? Fighting Codenames. What's good with you, man? I need that Snorlax. Yeah, I know. I just saw Poncheezy opening the Nido King, and I'm like, bro, bloke ass, baby. Yeah, there you go. And Nido King. Yeah, I know. I just saw. Yeah, dude, Poncheezy got it. But I got mine from Nerdzoic. Shout out to Big Nerdy. He had him on his site, and I was like, dude, he had him in stock already. I was like, I'm copping that. Yep, knee Scyther. Yeah, I know. I had that Charizard in my top 10 last year. I think he cracked the top 10. Yeah, he was an awesome figure. But for the small stuff, I'm just getting the Takara stuff. I'm not getting like articulated like smaller Pokemon. Beware saying, let me buy that alien head sculpt off you. Which one? The one that goes, no way, bro. He said that's the only part you liked, right? I don't know. I gotta see. Maybe I'll sell you the whole thing. I don't know if I really like it, dude. Because like I said, man, this shit's bunk, bro. Like seriously, you're gonna send me shit with fucked up paint app, like a hat, like, nah, bro, that sucks ass. It sucks. Man, Rojo, thanks, my guy. Yeah, no, dude, bro, keep sharing your stuff. That's crazy work that you got there, man. Like under wraps. That's awesome. B Rivera saying, I just got going and Killua for 30 each, and Tamashi showed off the exam parts. Yes, sir. And dude, awesome transition. Because that's exactly where we're gonna jump in, guys. Like B Rivera saying, Tamashi Nations, SH Figure Arts. These were a couple of banger releases last year, man. Kind of talked about them during my top 25. Just an anime that I kind of caught on Netflix one day. I've heard good things about it. Like one of my nephews was really into that shit, and I remember him telling me about it, and I would just kind of like play it off like, nah, you gotta watch Naruto. Naruto's way better. And I never gave this shit a shot, but yeah, getting around to it one day, I just didn't have nothing to watch, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna peep this out. Because character design wise, like Gon and Killua, they do have like that shonen design. It's just like, you know what it is when you see a character design like this. It's got like that charm to it. So you get into it, and usually sometimes like if the story just doesn't grip me right away, I just kind of like put it off. But the way these guys set it up, they kind of, even in the intro, they kind of explain like the hunters and how this world functions and stuff. So you kind of hear like the intro theme and stuff, and I was like, okay, that's kind of basic stuff, you know. But once it drops you into the anime, it really throws you kind of not into the deep end, but like really what these characters have to face, you know. And like any shonen, you get to know the main character, you get to know a couple of the allies that he makes, little friends that he makes and stuff. And Killua, little homie on the skateboard, he's an interesting character also. Really kind of makes you wonder who's the main character at times, you know? It's like, is it Gon? Is it Killua? Because it's like yin and yang type of shit, you know? But yeah, one of the things that really kind of got me to want more from this line was these accessories that Bandai didn't put into the regular releases. It was this fucking skateboard that Killua was on, and that little flying stick or whatever, fishing rod from Gon. Cause yeah, dude, it's just like part of their character designs when you're kind of first introduced to them. So it kind of sucked. I was like thinking like, the figures costed like $65. I think they could have snuck these accessories in, but it's like anything. I think companies are really trying to like, pat us down for every last cent that we have. So you're starting to see stuff like DLC or timed window editions and stuff like that. And it's just a way for a company to make more money. And yeah, it's understandable. It's understandable because of that. You just kind of understand that like companies are really gonna either repaint stuff or kind of repack stuff. And it's just the name of the game. So it's like anything. If you want it, cop it. For me, they're not like no accessory really is necessary. Like sometimes you even kind of look at MEZCO accessories, and I've thought that before. Like, man, some of these accessories are just kind of way too much, way too extra. But I guess it does add value to the release, you know. So depending on the price on this, I would go in for it because yeah, like I said, it's part of their character designs when we first introduced to them, and it just adds more to their overall character, like especially for these looks, you know, in the early episodes and stuff. So probably going in for that just because yeah, just because like B Rivera is saying it's cool shit, man, you know. So pretty dope. I'm in for it. And right before the show, too, man, another character from this anime, Hisoka. And like I said, bro, this shit it gets a little weird. It gets a little fucking weird, man. But especially with this guy, dude. Like when you're first introduced to him, it's like, okay, you're introduced to the main good guy, a couple of friends, couple of allies, and then you're always introduced to kind of like a big bad, you know? And fuck, bro. You want to talk about fucking evil? This motherfucker is like bloodthirsty, evil type, you know. And one of the things that kind of really draws you into this anime is part of that creepiness to it. You know, it has like a certain songs that it plays during certain episodes and stuff, or certain moments. And this character right here is just really sadistic, man. You know, because like I said, you're kind of thrown into this world where to become a hunter, you have to pass a hunter exam, and it's kind of like what's the name of that fucking movie that Jennifer Lawrence was in, the Hunger Games? It's kind of like that. It's almost kind of like that, you know. So it gets really interesting when you start seeing characters like Gon and Killua participating in this contest or in this exam, and then you get characters like this, like a real serial killer type. It almost reminds me of like a Ed Gein or a fucking Buffalo Bill type. It's just like the way these serial killers function and what drives them to do shit. You get it from this guy, real fast, real quick. And it just like I said, it draws you in. Good main character, like main good characters draw you in, and main bad guys, they also draw you in, but really creepy, super creepy. I think people that aren't really fans of anime might get turned off by a character like this, but when you really dive into it, it grips you, man. It really grips you. So Hisoka for sure. Definitely see this figure selling well, just because, like I said, for the Hunter fans, like I think right now we're waiting for Kurapika and Leorio. They're like the other two pals that Gon makes. So he makes friends with Killua, Kurapika, and Leorio, these three characters that are taking the exam also with him. And yeah, nobody knows each other. Everybody's just kind of thrown into this, and these four characters kind of learn to work together. But like I said, during these episodes, these arcs, it has these other bad guys in it, I guess you could call them, or just different characters. But yeah, this is one of the main bad guys early on. And yeah, I haven't finished the entire anime, but he's kind of been a little bit prominent early on, especially with this character named Kurapika and some of the next episodes and stuff. So pretty cool. I'm in for it. I'm in for at least the accessory set. And I don't know, I'm always the type of guy that like I want a piece of the stuff that I watch or I enjoy, but I don't want to always go all the way deep, So I got to finish this anime, and then yeah, who knows? Maybe I do really end up ranking it really high. And then yeah, maybe want to dive deeper into some of these other releases. But for right now, I'm cool with just the accessory set because, like I said, I already feel swindled from Bandai. They're shaking our pockets over here, so I'm pretty good there. I don't want to give them all of my money, but it's pretty cool. Beware saying I keep missing MEZCO pre-orders because of my third shift schedule sucks, bro. Oh, you probably missed these ones this week. We're gonna talk about them, be weird, but my bad. Be reverse saying facts. Yeah, exactly. It's a good one, man. Thor in the house saying hi, Omar. Yo, what's up, Thor? Raceland also in the building saying Omar, when they make Black Ops 7 figures. Hey, yo, that's what I'm here for. My man Raceland saying my daughter swears by the show. The voice acting is great. Yeah, dude, check it out. And see, that's the other thing too. It's like the youth really got into anime, man. Like I said, I remember my nephew just telling me about this. Like, yo, you gotta watch this. So good. He had like a t-shirt, and I was like, I'll check it out one day. And then yeah, it just took me years later to kind of like, all right, let me give it a shot. But it's fucking good. It is really good. And yeah, these are two of my favorite releases last year, these two characters. So hopefully the line continues strong, man. But we got to move on. Like I said, I'm in my Pokemon craze right now. 30 years celebrating Pokemon. It looks like this year Takara is putting up for pre-order the starter 3 Pokemon in these multi-packs. So if you guys are familiar with some of the Takara Tomy stuff, they're really good figures. Let me actually get some because I don't know. I just like the sculpt and paint to them. They're just really, and they're kind of in scale. Uh, I think even Jay Hernandez always kind of uses a lot of these in a lot of his videos and stuff. I just got a little bit of dust on it, but this is a Score Bunny. So it's like one of the more later Pokemons. Wasn't really familiar with him in some of the games, but the design to the little Score Bunny is just so cool. Cool little Pokemon, you know. It's just like cool little shit. And like I said, the paint, it's kind of like matte finish and stuff. So really good. And then like got a little Eevee. Obviously Eevee. Who doesn't love Eevee, man? This dude, I'm telling you, bro, the AI videos, bro, they be lighting a fucking fire to want to collect more Pokemon, man. Those shits are so good. But yeah, these multi-packs pretty cool, like releases, and I can definitely see a lot of scalpers in fucking Japan or somewhere else like going in for these and hoarding them up because it's just cool, you know. I would definitely go in for like the Kanto 3, Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle because these are the goats, baby. Like it never got better than these guys. And then the next ones, the Totodile, the Cyndaquil, and Chikorita, those are pretty cool too. And I can't really remember the other ones. I remember Mudkip and I think his name was Greco or something. Forgot. I might be trying to mix that up with Geico. But yeah, some of these other ones I'm not familiar with at all. Like I said, I've only remember playing like the first 3 games, and that was it. But pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like I said, to kind of collect these just as a little collection. It's fucking iconic, man. It's 30 years of Pokemon. It's like shit. I remember this shit when I was like, man, elementary school. It was like the hype, bro. It was like couldn't escape it, man. It was a fucking phenomenon. So yeah, the show was good, the games were good, the cards were good. We were good. We were living good, guys. We were living good as a country, man. When Pokemon was hot, I'll tell you that. Take us back. Take us fucking back, bro. Cause yeah, this is just peak nostalgia for me, man. So if I can land this one, I wouldn't mind it. You know, I think they're already up on Amazon Japan. So be on the lookout if you're interested. Cause from there we gotta jump straight into this fucking Gong Superman. Like I said, you guys saw the thumbnail. Probably one of the hotter Superman figures I've seen in a while, honestly, man. There's a lot to choose from lately. It's just you're getting stuff from these import companies. So far, a lot of Batman though, and I think that's why this one kind of separates itself from the Hush Batman release because Hush Superman from Gong, it actually looks like a pretty well just plain regular Superman, you know. Obviously, in this storyline, it kind of gets taken over, so it kind of looks like an evil Superman a lot of the times. But overall, it's just a clean looking Superman, I think. And the soft goods look that I was kind of bitching about last week about the year one Batman. That's not really like my cup of tea as far as like figures go. It's like soft goods. It's kind of its own aesthetic, obviously, you know. So you really kind of have to have a acquired taste almost, you know. Especially for MEZCO stuff. But some of these import companies, to me, like I said, they came out the gates with like better tailoring. I think even better material, kind of more elastic, so it kind of sticks to the body or the buck a lot better. And it doesn't give it such a puffy look where the Gong kind of fails in is kind of that buck, like the sculpt to that buck. It just seems a little bit too proportioned, kind of weird. Like the biceps even kind of look kind of, I don't know. I don't want to say exaggerated because this is fucking Superman, you know. It's like superhero aesthetics, but it's something about it that like it just kind of looks like bulging in a lot of parts of the body, you know, where it doesn't look like a natural muscle almost, you know, especially like in the thigh area with that thigh cut. It's just so pronounced. A lot of people weren't digging on the Hush Batman, but they learned to overlook it, you know. They learned to overlook it where right here it's still there, but I don't know, since it's like a different, like obviously color to the Batman suit. I just feel like it works. It just works so good. I like that sculpted on part on the cape, that S. It's not like a painted on S. And there's already a lot of reviews of this actually on YouTube already, man. I was actually watching one right before the show of this YouTuber that I watch. I usually like the reviews that I like. never have any fucking sound. It's like, bro, I don't want to hear your fucking voice, dog. It's like I just want to see the fucking toy and scale pics and obviously articulation and stuff. But I don't want to hear this motherfucker talk, bro, about this shit. Like, just show me the fucking figure. So whenever I see like reviewers overseas kind of do like these cool edits and stuff, I always enjoy that stuff. And yeah, there's a few videos already of this figure, and they're really selling it, man. Like, they're really selling it. Like I said, I can do without like this, kind of taking over fucking Superman. Obviously Poison Ivy kind of takes control of him and stuff, but just a regular Superman head sculpt, I almost wish it would have given us like a more grimacing head sculpt that doesn't have like that shaded on like eyes and stuff. Because this just looks like a clean Superman, like ready for battle, ready for action, but he does have a really dull look on his face. It's like there's not a lot of emotion on there. So the one that has the emotion really kind of lets you know this is like a hush Superman. So that's probably my only knock on it. And maybe the belt. The belt kind of looked a little funny. It kind of didn't look cheap, but it does look a little bit kind of too simple, even though it is a simple design. And then the other thing that I liked about this that I didn't really like on that Batman is on the trunks to that Hush Batman, you can see the stitching. You can see that shit. It's like it doesn't look good, bro. Like on this right here, I think it's fabric even. It's like a kind of more fabricy kind of trunks. And you don't see like that stitching on it. I didn't like that on that Batman, like on the the outer part of the trunks. It's like you could just see the fucking seam line, the stitching line and shit. It just doesn't look good, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? I think Batman got the money to hide that shit better. You know what I mean? Like, this motherfucker got nothing but money. So I don't know. I don't know if he would have a shit like that. It looked homemade. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that doesn't look good. It should have a more sleek design. And that was like my biggest knock on that figure. Other than that, it looked pretty good. I even could overlook those thigh articulations, those thigh cuts. It's just, to me, I understand it's a figure. It's like, okay, motherfucker, like you would, you play with shit that you can see the joints on. Obviously, this is like it's covered up, and yeah, you see that there's articulation there, but it's a fucking action figure, man. So I can overlook that. That's just, it's understandable. And then who knows, maybe it even allows for that like that costume to kind of maybe not bunch up in that area. I don't know. It kind of seems like it has some kind of function to it a little bit, but it could just be something else. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good figure. It's popping up in a lot of places, man. I saw it go up on BBTS today. I think it's like $110 on BBTS, where man, BBTS is just outrageous now with their prices, man. I'm not pre-ordering so much on there anymore. I've found myself like my pile of loot just getting smaller and smaller. It's like, I don't know. It's not as friendly anymore, when the prices are kind of higher than everywhere else. Even Entertainment Earth has cheaper prices, and they're actually not too far from me. They're only like a few, maybe like 15 miles away from me, their location. So whenever they get their stuff in stock, if they have it in stock, I get it within a few days. So I'm just gonna start pre-ordering it from there when the stuff is in stock. That's the other thing I'm not doing as much anymore, is like, it's kind of biting me in the ass here and there. Like some of these sexy ice figures, I'm just like, fuck, I'm missing out. But I'm usually copping the shit once it comes in stock. I'm tired of having my money tied up and like just forgetting where the fuck I pre-order stuff most of the time. It's like, wait, do I have this shit somewhere? Is this shit on Amazon? What the fuck is this shit coming from? And then just getting randomly charged. It's like, fuck that, dude. So I don't know. If companies want my money, it's like, have the shit in hand, because that's where I'm paying. But let me see what's up the chat. My man Rayson saying, yeah, those Pokemon is scalper heaven. Yeah. Especially those first three, man. Those are definitely getting scalped. Tyler L saying, I hang the first 3 generation Pokemon choices and Pikachu. Yeah. Yeah, those are awesome. I have the first 3. Okay, fire, grass, water, Pokemon, Pikachu. Yeah, Pikachu's goat, man. But yeah, I have a few of him. I have like a bunch of poses that he's in, because that's the one thing about the Takara stuff, is they're not articulated. They're already just sculpted out. But like, it's like, I don't need this motherfucker's little legs to move and shit like that. It'd be cool. Got like a swivel on his head. I can understand that, but they're kind of small already. This one makes MEZCO look like CW Superman. Yeah, dude, it looks good, right? Like, I was like, dude, am I just like overly like glossing this thing or glazing this thing? Because I thought it looked really good, and I think more so in the reviews, man. The pictures to me, it's like, okay, yeah, it's like, it looks good, but like I said, the costume just fits them better. Like you can see all the, all the sculpt underneath, and that's the stuff that I miss sometimes on the MEZCO stuff. It's like, bro, like I don't know, these dudes are a little bit more chiseled out than that, but since their fabric or something isn't helping that, it's like, oh man, I don't know if these guys are overcompensating though with the sculpt underneath, but it just works. Like look at this right here, just this image right here just looks like a fucking, like a Superman. It doesn't look like a guy in a costume or like a Mego doll or something. So it looks pretty good, and like I said, the belt, looks okay. It's like a little leather material, pleather, but it kind of looked a little cheap. And that's the only thing I was kind of concerned about. I would have probably rather have like some kind of some kind of plastic there, some kind of harder plastic, but that probably wouldn't make any sense for soups. But looks awesome, man. And yeah, for me, I think that's the other thing that I kind of intrigued me by this figure is it's not a Batman. It's like, dude, I have so many fucking Batmans, and I have a good amount of Superman, but not as many as Batman. So anytime there's another good soups, it's like, all right, cool. Like this might be interesting to get, because I did get that MEZCO Superman, and I like it. I like it for what it is and stuff. I've even seen that head sculpt on that Superman, which is a really good one, like on the Mayfex Dark Knight Returns soup. So it's like that MEZCO head on that body, and it's like, damn, that looks like a really good Superman too. A few of the McFarlanes, obviously, complete shit, but this one looks good. So might get me to pre-order this. I did see it pop up like on 5K Toys also, so I'll probably be the route I take. But like I said last week, I gotta really stop putting NRDs down and not going through with the pre-order because I've done that a few times lately, and I feel like a complete idiot. I'm like, oh man, talk about just throwing money away, dude. So not good. Racing saying, I think soft goods look better on looser clothes instead of superhero suits. Yeah, exactly, 100%. That's what I'm saying. I don't have any of those gripes with like the Senior Blanco because it's like, bro, even like the pants on this figure, like they're dope. Like the material is just like nice. Look at the seam lines are like better, dude. It's just better. It just looks like in scale. Where sometimes on some of and they've gotten better. Like I want to give them credit. Like that's year one Batman. I talked about it last week and I said it looks pretty good, but I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I'm never a huge fan of the MEZCO stuff, but I still looked at it throughout the rest of the week. And then I was like, man, it actually does look really good. A lot of their Spider-Man stuff is looking killer. So they are improving. Sometimes I just get frustrated because I would imagine that they would be a lot better, but there is improvement there. So I can't completely say it's just stagnant. But when you see a new company coming out with this shit, it's like, yo, find out what these guys are doing. Beware saying, I just had to pay dues for the death gas station, Mr. Science, so it should be shipping soon. Okay. Yeah, I saw a couple of people have that in their hauls, and yeah, dude, I know you're a huge fan of that line. I've never actually got any of those, but I've heard good things about them. So I don't know. That's the one with the motorcycle, right? Or is that a different one? Because that one with the motorcycle, what's that one called? That one is awesome. That one is sick, bro. That one is really badass. But I can't remember the Mr. Silent if it's the same one. But yo, jumping back to the toys, we got to jump into this Frazetta Icon Collectibles John Carter. And bro, one of my favorite releases last year was this Conan, and it was this Conan from these guys, and it was honestly my first Icon Collectibles figure, but it was just something about it that I was just like, man, if this had just better articulation, this would be like one of the best figures of all time because the sculpt just looks so good on these figures, like especially the designs to these characters. It's like you really got to punch in that detail, man. Like the muscles, like everything on the body is just sculpted so well. The shading, the paint and stuff. It just, to me, I was like, man, this is like a work of art type of figure. It's a really good Conan. I don't know if you guys were able to pick it up. So it kind of really opened my eyes to this line. I'm like, you know what? I think I do want to collect more of these like Frazetta figures from this company because I don't I know I wish they had better articulation. I wish, even the elbow, something just common, like that. Obviously some butterfly joints would be nice too, but I don't know. For the most part, I feel like these figures kind of are doing what they need. I need them to do because they just look so good to me. Maybe where they could kind of fine tune stuff is the same kind of critique I gave for Horseman. Maybe kind of update some paint apps on the head sculpts and stuff. Find out a way to use more of this inkjet printing stuff that Valiverse is using on his figures. And that's a small company too, in comparison to like larger companies like Hasbro or Mattel. So I think for even indie companies, I think there is a way for them to do that, because it's just something that lacks a little bit when you try to do these types of paint apps, especially like in the eyes. It definitely gives off like action figure vibes versus like mini person vibes. It's just like that head sculpt has to get punched in a lot better. But for the most part, I thought the Conan looked fantastic, and that's Conan. John Carter from Mars, or of Mars, that's a whole nother story. I'm not really too familiar with this guy, but I am familiar with the name, a little bit of the lore, a little bit obviously of like the fantasy side, Frazetta stuff, but not too much. But I don't know. I just feel like in a collection, a lot of these characters will look cool. I honestly can't wait for their Death Dealer. I know Savage Crucible's putting theirs out. I'm copping that one. Obviously, can't wait for that figure this year. The Loose Collector one just released. I just saw Jay Hernandez video like the other day. That shit looks awesome too, bro. It's like, damn, that shit just looks like a fucking beefed up action figure, bro. Like just killer looking shit, bro. And I'm like, damn, that price tag was just a little bit more friendly. I think I would jump in for that, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna wait for obviously the Savage Crucible one, or the Harbinger Studios one, and see what's up with more of these icon collectibles. Like I said, man, it's just the articulation. You would always want more. The critiques I give to the Four Horsemen all the time, it's like, just want more, bro. Just want a little bit more. But it's just when it comes to that, it obviously comes to the designer's choice. And that's kind of the frustration that I have a lot of the times. I mean, we talk about McFarlane's all the time, and like the lack of thigh swivel, and it's just like, whose call is this? Who's making this call? Who's the designer here? Who has final say? I know we always kind of joke around that it's Todd. It's like, Todd, you SOB. Why don't you just give us fucking, everything we want? And it's like, somebody's making these calls, and it's just, yeah, sometimes we're at their mercy, obviously. And I say mercy because it's like, it's just toys. It's like first world problems, but it's like when you can kind of overlook it, it's like, okay, this is just the name of the game. This is what this type of figure is offering, and it's like, you're either in or you're out, motherfucker. And if there's enough stuff to bring you in, it's like, hey, it's still a cool release, and you can learn to live without that articulation that's missing out on it, because it's not a statue. There is articulation. It's just like you want more though, but I don't know. For the most part, like I said, I think figures like this do what I need them to do. And obviously, if another line comes around and offering way more articulation, way friendlier prices, then yeah, obviously you take a look at that. But for the most part, I don't know. I don't think I would build out an entire collection of John Carter, but I think this one would suffice, And then it comes with this fucking, I don't know what the hell this thing, obviously a Martian of some sort, but that thing looks ugly, and I can't imagine that has too much articulation, if any. It looks very static. But yeah, I'm gonna see what's up with this. I don't think it's gone up for pre-order yet. I tried to check in on the Frazetta Girls site, but wasn't up there. And then 5K Toys had a posting that's popping up soon, so I think they're carrying it. TOYZ Metaverse is carrying it, and then I gotta wonder if they do like a kind of like a Asia exclusive like they did with the Conan. Maybe change up the trunks or something, because something simple that they could kind of do. I know I think Wonderfest winter is popping up pretty soon, so I'm gonna take a look at some stuff coming up soon. So should be seeing a lot of exclusives going up. And yeah, $300 for that loose collector, man. That's just too much, bro. It's like, I can't do that. As good as that shit looks, it comes with the horse. It's just too steep for me, man. I just can't swing it. Like I said, especially when there's another company that's offering one that I'm pretty excited to get. It's like, okay, they're also gonna come with the horse eventually. And then, like I said, these guys are gonna work on one also. So it's like two potentially coming down the pike. It's like, why would I drop 300 now on this? As good as it looks, I still haven't picked up any loose collector items, and I don't think I'm gonna start with the $300 one. So I just had to admire from afar because it does look really good, man. I gotta say, I was actually surprised by how good it looked. Racing saying Toddy Mac, yeah, boy, Toddy Mac, dude, the infamous Toddy Mac. Shit, you gotta wonder if it's really his call to do a lot of the shit that they do, man, because that's kind of crazy, bro. It's like, dude, for the longest time, it's like even Marvel Legends, single joints on women, action characters or whatever. It's like, dude, they're superheroes too. They need to like have the same articulation as the men, and it's just like they just wouldn't fucking do it. It's like I think they would even kind of say they couldn't do it. And it's like, are you guys ridiculous? Like, dude, you can do it. It's just different proportions on the body. It's still a human body. And yeah, eventually they did come around to doing it. So like I said, sometimes the designers or the sculptors or whatever just kind of plant their flags on certain stuff that they like. And yeah, I guess we're just, have to take it or leave it. And a lot of times it's leave it. But some of the times it's I'll take it. So right here, I think I'm good with this for what it is. And yeah, I'll see what's up with it, man, when it goes up for pre-order. And maybe you can have this dude fighting a couple of these Geonosian warriors because it kind of looks like it fits. I could definitely see that like in a painting, like like a Rosetta drawing some Star Wars characters and stuff into his stuff because the design to this fucking thing looks so ugly and it looks like a fucking alien. It just has a great character design, great army builder. These things are good for one thing. They're good for killing, bro. So you got a lot of these clone troopers. You definitely set up a shot, this is fun shit, bro. And this is what I feel like Star Wars Black Series is missing for a while because this week they had a live stream and yeah, kicked it off with a couple of cool releases, kicking off the year. I mean, because I feel like last year was pretty good year for them. I was pretty happy with some of the stuff they were putting out. A couple of Jedis, they went up for pre-order. I copped the yeah, I copped a few of them. I can't remember when the Kid Anakin came out, but I don't know if that was last year or the year before. But yeah, it's been a pretty decent year for Black Series. Not as exciting as other lines, but it is one of the more important licenses that Hasbro holds. So anytime they have reveals, I get excited. It's Black Series, but it's still cool shit. And as tired I am from Star Wars, it's still a really popular IP, man. It's like who doesn't know Star Wars? Who doesn't know a lot of these movies? So always getting new releases into the line is always exciting. And yeah, these Geonosian warriors, it's like, I don't know. I feel like I would definitely pick up a couple of these because they just look like they fit into so much stuff. Like I said, this John Carter, completely different line, completely different universe, completely different everything. But I could definitely have fun like this dude slaying a couple of these motherfuckers, or yeah, like a couple of clone troopers that I have just kind of laying around, just kind of setting up shot or something, or just in a display or something. I always think that type of shit is fun, and you need characters like that to do this stuff. You can't always just use stuff from other lines, So to get official releases and official new characters into a line, it's always a good sign that the line is doing somewhat reasonably well. All new scope work, all new everything on this, new tooling. It's an investment from the company. And yeah, for it being an army builder, I feel like this is easy money for them to get that money back. And pretty cool that it comes with the flight stand. It's like, dude, as lame as that is, it's necessary, man. It's like, dude, these characters fly. I thought it was so crazy that classify line, that trouble bubble. It's like, are you fucking kidding me, dude? Like, that is that's crazy. I recently bought some on Mercari, and it's just like they're awesome. I was like, oh damn, these trouble bubbles are cool. I slept on these for a minute, but I was like, I just wanted to get two, and I found two, and I remember like opening them. I was like, oh yeah, these don't have a flight stand, huh? And I was like, man, that's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, obviously it's a cost to the company, but come on, man. It's just like it's like driving a car without wheels almost, maybe not that extreme, but major points for this, giving them a flight stand. It's not part of the figure, but it's an essential part of the toy. I'll say that. So that's what they got to remember too. At the end of the day, these are toys, so they need to have the function, going on with them, because even the wings kind of flap and stuff. That's great. Like that's awesome. And as excited as I was to see the reveals, I actually didn't tune into the live stream. Kind of forgot about it and stuff. And I was like, oh shit, I saw Preternia posting on some of the pics. And yeah, when they started revealing some of the stuff, I don't know what order it went in, but I did see a couple of the pictures on X, and I was like, oh yeah, this is easy cop right here, you know? Because like I said, it's new characters into the line, and yeah, they're good for one thing, baby. Good for getting killed. And I know my man Aiden Skate is going in for these because my man is always still supporting the Black Series, which is cool. Like I said, you get new stuff. It's worth supporting, you know. It's been a while since I bought the whole wave of Black Series. These are some much needed characters. Yeah, these are for sure a couple of cops and friendlier price points. I think those battle droids, I still haven't even picked a lot of those up because no, it wasn't the battle droids. It was the ones that roll. I forgot the name of those shits. I still didn't even buy those. I think they were like $30 or something. I was like, I ain't paying that. Fuck you. So yeah, right here, like 25. If I can get them for like 25, I'll buy a couple of them. Because I think like I said, that flight stand is maybe not as important, but for me it is. I thought it was like a huge plus, because it's like you get two of them, get them like airborne and stuff. It's like cool. Like it just sets up your display better. And I don't even know how the fuck this thing pegs in. Does this shit port into his ass or what the fuck, dude? I was like wondering that. I was like, is there a hole in his back or what's going on here, bro? Because that's probably one of the reasons they don't include flight stands a lot of time. They probably don't even know how the fuck to fucking engineer these fucking things. Simple as it is, it's like, hey man, it still takes some kind of knowledge to do it. But that was the one thing I was wondering. I was like, where the fuck does this shit port into, bro? Like, or is it just kind of holding them up? I was like, oh man, it's like one of those 796 flight stands. You just stick it in his butt, bro. It's like, yeah, that's perfect. That's all you needed to do, baby. So cool release. And then yeah, the next one, I don't know about the whole wave 8 because these are newer characters, and it would be cool to obviously have like a clone factory display or something, but I don't got all that. So a couple of these motherfuckers I'm good with. But it is cool. Also, another alien into a line that, yeah, maybe even if you don't use it for that Camino planet or whatever, you could just use this as an alien. It just looks like a fucking alien. You can kind of stick into a scene or something, or kind of mix it into another line. Maybe even have John Carter slaying this fucking thing. What's this shit's name? Town Way. It's like, bro, like who came up with that name? Shit. But to me, it's just like this kind of like, dude, if it didn't have a gnarly design, like as far as like the elongated neck and everything, it shit just looks like anti-action figure, bro. It's just like, look at this. Look at this. This is all the action you get on this. This is like 1, 2, 3. It's like, that's it, bro. No accessories needed. Just this fucking little iPad thing. It's like, all right, cool. Showing you everything it does right here, baby. I was like, oh man, when I was getting the pictures, I was like, holy fuck, bro. It's like, no little kid is buying this. This is adult collectors, adult fucking hobby when they make shit like this. Cause it's like, yeah, this is only some Star Wars like nerd shit right here. You copping this. It's like, hell yeah. You're a fan of this shit and you're buying this shit, not for the fun, baby, just for the fucking fuck of it. Cause you're a fucking Star Wars fan. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh man. So yeah, for me, I'm good on this one. I'm like, it's just like I said, if I had a vast Star Wars collection, then fuck yeah, everything they show off that's new, I'm copping, no doubt. What that neck do exactly? Hey yo. Oh man. And yeah, like I said, anything that they put out new, I think it's worth a fucking cop. Anything that's not another repack Chewie or Luke or Leia and fucking Han, so we're taking a look at, man. It's like, yeah, this is new shit, baby. So pretty decent reviews. Like I said, I was kind of surprised, but man, this next one, absolute banger. Absolute fucking banger, baby. The one thing I loved about this dude is he always had the bitch boy Anakin under him. It's like this motherfucker grew up to become fucking Darth Vader, bro. It's just like when you look at it in hindsight, it's like, holy shit, dude. This dude was a fucking slave to this fucking motherfucker. And it's just like such an ugly alien. It's just like his personality was ugly. His design was just like so gross. And he's just such a disgusting, despicable piece of shit, And it's just like, fucking slave owner. It's like Jewish slave owner. Okay. It's like, yeah, that's not mimicking reality. It's like nothing to see here. But dude, Watto finally coming into the Black Series line. It's like fucking long overdue, man. Like long overdue for this shit. Um, man, I grew up on the prequels, baby. Like, I saw OG trilogy in the 90s when they remastered them in theaters and stuff. I remember my dad taking me and my brother go watch all of them and stuff. And I remember just thinking like, wait, I was kind of too dumb. I didn't even comprehend that like these were like older movies like getting remastered. I was like, whoa, Star Wars. It was like my introduction to Star Wars, you know? And then it wasn't until Return of the Jedi where I was like, oh, so this is like old shit already, right? Because they were coming out every year. It was like, oh, this year. And I was like, damn, these movies are getting finished fast. Like, what the fuck? And I think my brother was like, you idiot. These are like from fucking the 70s. And I was like, oh, okay. I was just so dumb. I just didn't even like realize it. And then I think it was Empire Strikes Back that I kind of like figured it out. I was like, why do these motherfuckers look like older people, But I just thought it was just, I don't know, design choices. I don't know. But yeah, it's just like, okay, Star Wars. But man, by the time the prequels came around, I was already kind of like, all right, I kind of understood the whole universe and stuff for what it was, at least the OG trilogy. But prequels came around, kind of opened up a new fan base to a lot of people. That's kind of when I really became more of a Star Wars fan because, like I said, I saw those original movies, but they were definitely from a different era. Like they were just from a different era. Great movies, like all-time great movies. That trilogy is up there with like, Lord of the Rings, Godfather, people would say, but Godfather 3 is god awful. So can't call that one of the best trilogies. But Star Wars OG trilogy, it's like, okay, yeah, it definitely has stood the test of time. Look how much money it's generated over the years, all the movies that it's spawned, all the shows, all the merch. But prequels to me just kind of like, I don't know, it was just like of my time, I think I was like 8, 9. And yeah, dude, I remember this fucking character was just such a fucking prick and shit. He was just such a fucking asshole. It's just like this motherfucker, dude. And I remember thinking to a little kid, I was like, man, if I was this motherfucker Qui-Gon, I would just cut this motherfucker's head off and take whatever the fuck I needed from him. I remember just thinking that, like, bro, why do you fucking gotta meddle with these types of fucking pieces of shit, But hey, that's just the way of the Jedi, bro. This is like, and really great fucking scenes and stuff. Those pod races, it was just so dope. And yeah, you get introduced to little bitch boy Annie, and it's just like, yeah, he was just such a little wiener, but I didn't even put it together until after the movie. I was like, wait a minute. Why is he named Anakin? Wait a minute. This is Luke's dad? Wait a minute. That means this motherfucker. Holy shit. I was like, whoa. I think that's why I thought the movie was just so great. And obviously, when you look back at it, it's like, yeah, the prequels were kind of fucking stupid, honestly, bro. They were just, especially the Phantom Menace. It was like, okay. And it's funny, too, because I was actually listening to a little bit of 3POA show the other day, and they had Destro as my spirit animal. And man, he fucking broke this movie down so quick. It was like, yeah, Qui-Gon was such a badass Jedi, but why the fuck did he lose so easily? And then it's like, okay, Darth Maul was a dope ass Sith. Why the fuck did he get killed so easily? It's like, man, he's idiots. It's like, man, the lead up to that fight, and that fight was just so great. The music, the score to that shit was just epic. But man, there was a lot of flaws in these movies, bro. But man, to get merch of it, like I said, this is just hitting that nostalgia for me, man. So I do got this little bitch boy Annie figure, and yeah, to get Watto to just kind of talk down to him on my shelf, I'm here for it. This is awesome. This is fucking awesome, bro. Because like I said, just such a fucking ugly, gross, disgusting character. The design is just, it resembles his character, bro, And yeah, for an action figure, it's just, this is great shit, man. This is good engineering right here. Great sculpt, great paint. And look at the paint jobs on this, the gradient on that, on his wings, on his belly. It's just like, yeah, this is what I've been waiting for from Black Series, man. It's just more shit like this, just fun characters. Remember that Jar Jar Binks, Misa, a retard. That Black Series was great, man. That was like one of the best Black Series ever released. I didn't even care if it was $30. I was like, man, Jar Jar Binks action figure form, like, give me that shit. So good. I even held off on the SH Figuarts. I was like, I don't need to pay damn near $100 for this shit. I already got the Black Series. It's as good as I need it to be. And this Watto, perfect, bro. Perfect. The one thing I wish was a bit better though was Bitch Boy's Annie's head sculpt. It's a little bit soft. I think because it's a smaller head, it's like okay, they probably couldn't punch in that inkjet printing so much, and maybe the actor's likeness. I think they couldn't get 100% down. I remember hearing something about that actor. I don't know whatever happened to him. Did he die or what the fuck happened to that dude? Become a drug addict like everyone else? Because yeah, I remember hearing stories about that. Some fucking like really bad shit happening to him as far as like his personal life goes. But just sucks, man. You know, child actors, they got a pretty rough way to live after they get all that money, man. So yeah, I'll probably be copping this for damn sure, baby. Hustle in the building saying sup, Omar. Yo, Hustle, what's good? Right in time for the Black Series. Mr. Ortega, I'm getting all those. Yeah, what's up, Ortega? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's I'm getting this one for sure, and a couple of those Geonosian warriors. Yo, Beware saying I am not a Star Wars nerd. I've got no figs, but I will get Watto. Yeah, exactly. Because dude, it's fucking Watto, bro. It's like, dude, this guy's such a piece of crap. It's like, yeah, let's do it, man. He was banging Anakin's mom. You can't change my mind on that. 100%, dude. It's like, dude, holy fuck, man. And it's just like, this motherfucker became Darth Vader. It's like, dude, no wonder he hated everyone. It's like this motherfucker was in control of his entire fucking childhood. It's like, holy fuck. What a horrible childhood he had, man. And that's I guess like the real deconstruction to Darth Vader, right? It's like, man, this dude was like just had a horrible life. He was a slave his whole life, went into this academy, treated him like a bitch, complete bitch, cucked all the time. And it was just like, damn, dude, this motherfucker was just raging out inside, you know, and like let that shit flow, baby. Let it flow. Cause yeah, it's like 8 said, you know his mom's getting banged by this motherfucker, bro. No doubt. No doubt. Watto cracking down on some waifus is legit. Yep. You know there's gonna be those meme shots with this dude. Give me bum Watto. Oh yeah, with the beard. That was the one thing that was getting pointed out, actually, was the packaging on this is Clone Wars. So it's not Phantom Menace packaging. Because I think in the Clone Wars, doesn't he have like a fucking scruffy looking face and all that shit? Didn't he come out in that shit? Wasn't he all scruffy looking? Fucking piece of shit. Watto looks like this guy who owns a used tire shop near my grandma. Absolute slime ball. Yeah, it's like I said, you see these guys in real life, you see them in movies, and it's just like, there's the guy. He just looks like a fucking slime ball, exactly like you said. Just slime ball, sleaze ball, just grimy, real grimy, you know. Star Wars Episode 30. OG Star Wars visuals were like the Matrix for your gen, Omar. Yeah, it was like I said, they remastered that shit. But you know what's funny too? It was like I remember watching Star Wars when I was a kid. Obviously, saw them in theaters, but I remember one time we watched Spaceballs on TV, and I was like, man, this one is way better. It's just like this shit is just fucking hilarious, dude. It was like, oh man, I remember liking that for like the longest time, and I was like, oh, this movie, and I think I mixed them up one time, and I was like, oh wait, that was the funny movie, right? Like, my bad. Shit, man. But yeah, dude, Star Wars live on, baby, live on through some of these releases, man. So, like I said, maybe you're not getting the newer movies or the newer sequels, but if they keep tapping into this older stuff, there's still a couple of characters that they can put out, you know. Sometimes I feel like that's like the hesitation they got to make new shit. It's like they do got to repack stuff just to fill out waves and stuff throughout the year. Because it's like, man, if they put everything new out, it's like eventually they're gonna run out of shit. Because you know they don't want to make no sequel shit. They don't want to make any of that stuff they put on Disney Plus. You know, very minimal stuff. You know, so they don't got much. They got some, but they don't got much. So, what they do put out is hopefully pretty good this year. You know, like I said, they're kicking off the year pretty strong with these reveals. It's only 3, and then they went up for pre-order this week, and then they also revealed a Lord Starkiller. So deluxe figure right here. Obviously, he's got multiple lightsabers and shit. That dude, I'm not familiar with this character at all, bro. I ain't played a lot of these games that a lot of these characters came out in, but character design, I have seen them before, and it's just like, yeah, dude. That's like, how the fuck can these guys not make good movies? how can they not make good shows? They got so much lore already built into comics, video games, like all this shit that they could just bring into live action, that it's just crazy. It boggles the mind how they have not done any of it. And like I said, the action figure companies are the ones taking advantage of that. They're the ones taking advantage of the stuff that's already created in this IP, you know? And I'm loving it, man. Like, dude, like I said, I really credit Hero Collections Brandon. Ever since I've seen him go onto that Star Wars team, it feels like character selection has been better. You're seeing improvements with like a few more accessories, a couple of lightsaber swoosh effects that have been on other releases. This one has all the lightsabers you need. All the hilts are painted, all the deco that it has on the armor and stuff. This is good shit. You know, the soft goods wired. Like, you don't even see that on fucking Marvel Legends. That it's a better selling line for Hasbro. You're seeing this on Black Series. This is good shit, man. You know, when I saw this figure, I was like, yeah, single jointed elbows, but even their joints on their elbows is such a longer joint that it's actually getting that range that you needed to do, you know. I think the one thing for sure they got to get back is those double jointed knees. Like, they got to get away from the single jointed knees. If they can get double jointed knees, throw in some fucking boot cut or boot swivel, it's like cool. They can do some where they can, you know. Obviously, if the character design lends itself to it, which most of them do, this one definitely has like a place where they can add that swivel and wouldn't hurt it at all. Where they can, I feel like they should, and where they can include soft goods, I feel like they should also. It's like, dude, this shit has a wired cloth, soft goods right here. This is good. This is like, it's what I want to see from Hasbro, man. And this is how they elevate their shit, you know, where I don't mind paying $30 for this or 35. It's like, okay, all right, it's a cool character, you know, and it's not, they didn't fucking cheap out on it. It's like, okay, this is fair shit, man. I'm getting this, you know, even if I'm not familiar with the character. It's like, that's all you gotta do, you dumb motherfuckers. Just like, don't fuck us. Don't fuck us. We're trying to pay you. Don't fuck us. Like, I'm gonna keep saying that. Don't fuck us, guys. We're trying to pay you. So, you know, take our money. You don't gotta fuck us, but take our money. You know, just don't fuck us. Because I'll keep repeating that over and over until they stop fucking us, man. Because yeah, I'm getting this. So pretty good reviews in this live stream. They also kicked off showing some vintage collection. So fuck yeah, I actually can't remember a lot of these characters. Some of them I do, but I don't remember this last one. But first we have Labria, and so good aliens for your 118th collection. You know, set up a bunch of shots, just throw random aliens in there instead. Can't pronounce a lot of these names, but this one I don't remember this Wookiee, bro. I was like tripping on this. I was like, is this fucking Pedro Pascal as a Wookiee? What the fuck is this motherfucker's name, bro? Chalmun? I was like, dude, I don't remember this, but I don't know. Like, I don't remember this shit at all, dude. I was like, I must have just been blanking out here, but hey, if it's in there, it's canon. It's like, cool. You get this fucking 4-pack. So, you know, pretty cool. They just build out entire scenes like that. You just put them all in one pack. I always think that's awesome. They don't need to make these single carded and stuff, because people just want them for those background characters that really fill out a shot, you know. So that Maz Eisley 4-pack spring 2026. I think this went up for pre-order also the same day. So January 14th, that was a few days ago. So yeah, if you lock them up, I think you should be seeing them coming out sometime in the summer, I think they said. So can't be too far away before we see them. But yeah, that's just for the vintage collection. A couple of things that popped up on the Marvel side was these Bloques Marvel Rivals figures. So you got Rocket Raccoon, and I don't know, man, I'm not familiar with Rivals at all, but some of these character designs look pretty cool, man. And I actually can't wait to see Marvel Legends put out waves of these, because I don't know, I'm digging the Bloques Pokemon stuff, but I've seen a couple of reviews on the Bloques Bloques Pokemon is fucking awesome, bro. You guys got to get these figures. But yeah, I seen a couple of reviews on that Rivals Venom, and I'm like, man, that shit just looks too small, bro. It's like it's not 112 scale and it's not 118 scale, so it's like a really odd scale. But I don't know, depending on the size of this Rocket Raccoon, this might be a might be a fun little kit to put together, you know. So they showed off this one, and then they showed off an SPDR. And even the SPDR, since it's like a fucking robot, it's like, all right, maybe I don't really need it to be perfect 1/12 scale. But man, I'm actually really bummed about that Sentinel that got canceled, dude. That Sentinel SPDR, I was like, man, that shit was just gonna be like the perfect version. I'm never gonna need to find another one. So still in the market for one. I don't know. Like I said, I don't need this to be perfect 1/12 scale, but I would want it to be bigger. I would want it to definitely be a lot bigger than Penny Parker or something. But gotta wait to see. Overall, though, I'm kind of intrigued by a lot of these designs. Even the Venom. I thought the design on that Venom looks cool, but I think I'm gonna wait for Marvel Legends to put stuff out because I think they're really gonna cook with that shit. They went really hard with the X-Men 97 last year. Even the made to order figures kind of revolving around that. Those Sentinels are awesome. Can't wait for the Apocalypse. Seeing a lot of those pictures of Cable. Cable looks really good. They've even done reissues of the first wave and stuff. So yeah, they went really heavy with the X-Men 97, where I think a lot of people are waiting for their Marvel Rival stuff. So I'm gonna wait for it. And like I said, I've not played the game, but I am familiar with a lot of the designs, especially Emma Frost. I've seen a lot of like fucking fan pictures of her on on X, man. So pretty dope, man. Knights of the Old Republic. Yeah, I never played that game, bro. But man, I've always heard like some of the better Star Wars stories are in video games, man. And I see when the character designs like that, awesome. Yeah, I don't fucking doubt it. Wired Soft Goods, it's over. You know it, man. That's what I said. I was like, cool, they're cooking. They have not shied away from that. I've seen that on a couple of like more deluxe releases, and I'm like, okay, they did it with that SDCC, or not the SDCC, but that Ronin Warrior. Forgot what exclusive he fell under, and then that Darth Vader Luke uh 2-pack that they put out recently. He has also soft goods cape, so pretty dope, man. It's over. It's over according to Raceland. I think so too, man. I think I'm gonna be copping a lot more of their stuff, man. We gotta wait to see. So yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait also to see more of these blokies from other companies. But designs so far looking pretty cool, man. Hayden Skate said, I've never heard of that Wookiee before this release. Yeah, for reals, bro. It's that Pedro Pascal fucking Wookiee. So they need him to play everybody. Oh man, it's like, dude, that does not look good on a Wookiee, bro. It's like a fucking little hipster mustache. It's like, nah, dude, take that shit off, bro. Take that shit off. It doesn't look good. It's like, bro, when you have all that hair and you're a fucking Wookiee, you kind of look at like your image is out the door, bro. I don't think this dude's like worrying about fucking having a nice little cone mustache. So I don't know. But yo, moving on. Moving to some 3-0 Rockman X, baby. We got Zero sliding in. And man, I gotta say, dude, 3-0 coming correct with this. I think recently we took a look at the Hyatt Toys version, and something that was just off on it. I was like, I don't know. I even did like a little side-by-side comparison because this was only prototype model. Some events they had a couple pictures of, but finally this week got promotional images, and dude, it looks good. It looks really fucking good. I think I would want Mega Man 00, like that more kind of younger look. He has a kind of less armor, like the shoulder pauldrons that he has right here. I'm not really too much of a fan on that blocky design, but man, Zero overall just has such a cool design. It's got that longer hair, the blood red candy paint on him. Obviously that fucking, what's this shit called? The Z Saber or something like that. It was a fucking crazy little melee weapon that you could kind of use with him whenever he was in the video game. It's like, yeah, this dude got a little bit extra than Mega Man, baby. Because yeah, any character that just has a fucking blaster and a sword, it's like, yeah, this dude fucks. So yeah, Zero is just such a cool character design that, man, I gotta see what's up this Mega Man X line. I did pick up their regular Mega Man, a little Rockman figure. It's a cool little 4-inch figure. It's pretty good, honestly. I was like, damn, this is better than the Jada stuff. It's just better proportions. It got a little die cast. Only like $35 too, so it's not even like it's too much more than the Jada. Yeah, I gotta see what's up with this X edition though, because I did see a couple of people post that picture of the Rockman, and it looks pretty good. Like I said, it's just not my favorite Mega Man design. So it kind of just looks a little bit more, I don't know. The thing about Mega Man that I like is his design. He looks like a little kid, like a little chibi style character almost, Not chibi, but like, he just has that a little cool look to him. So when you kind of look at him aged up, it's like, it's still cool, but it's just not as cool. But it would be cool to get a display of these guys, if you're a huge Rockman fan. It's like you get all the video games. I know Jada Toys is probably gonna jump around more now. The one I hope they don't do is that Mega Man that came out on the PlayStation. I forget the name of that one, but man, when they did that 3D version, I was like, this does not look good, bro. What is the name of that Mega Man, bro? Fuck. I had at the tip of my tongue. It was the one that came off of the PlayStation. I remember seeing that shit all the time at EB Games. I forgot. It was specifically for the PlayStation 1, I think, and the Dreamcast, I think. But I did not like that. And I hope Jada Toys doesn't do that. I hope they do Mega Man Zero, because they would be getting all the money. And stupid of these companies to not jump on that. I think 3-0 is also teasing out a Cutman also. So it looks like they're even going to make some of these older Robot Masters and stuff. Where, hey, fuck it, free game, but I think Jada already came out, put their stuff out, and it would be cool for them to continue to make, just different Robot Masters, but it is new tooling a lot of the times that not a lot of people are going to get repaints of. They might get the repaints on the Rockman, but they're not getting any repaints on the Bubble Man or any of that shit, bro. It's just you put those out and that's it. That's all the money you can get from that tooling. You don't really got much more to squeeze out. So yeah, they definitely had to figure something out, jump into another line where you could kind of put out another Rockman, obviously the main character, and yeah, put out that Proto Man. I'm waiting for that Proto Man because even 3-0 is putting theirs out, and I'm copping that because, like I said, it's just a little bit more premium. These guys are offering it, and they're not breaking the bank either. Obviously, it's not super packed in with a lot of accessories, but like I just said about some other figures that maybe sometimes have too much accessories. It's like, yeah, you really need the basic stuff. And it's got a couple, one or two faceplates, so it's not so much. It's got obviously his cannon and that Z Saber, if that's what it's called. I can't even remember if that's the exact name of it, but I know it was something Saber. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And like I said, we've already seen this at a few events. And look how good it looks. It just looks like a fucking import. It doesn't look cheap at all. And for it not to even crack, I think it barely cracks 100. Maybe I think it might not even that. I think it's like $60. That's awesome. So 3-0 killing it with this line, man. Their Mega Man line is just on point so far. It hasn't gone as deep as the Jada stuff, but that's kind of like I've said in the past about the Storm Arena. It's just like, man, you feel bad for Jada because they came out pretty good with the IP selection. It's like Street Fighter, Mega Man. Obviously, they're getting that Capcom love. They're doing Invincible. You got other companies now teasing out Invincible. You got other companies, a shit ton of companies doing Street Fighter. Obviously, you got these guys doing Mega Man. It's like, oh fuck, dude. It's like, god damn it. And then yeah, how do you compete with some of this quality? It's very hard, and especially these companies that have the passion to make this stuff too. It's like, look at this. I pointed this out during the Proto, man, and it's like, dude, yeah, these guys know what's up with it, man. All the posing and all the solicitations is like taken from artwork or stills from that shit. It's like they know what the fuck they're doing. Obviously, they've taken a look at these character designs and are really, packing in that detail where it needs to go. Because I love to see this. This is just like cool shit. It's like maybe it's not super super accurate in the posing, but it's good enough where it is that. So just that detail alone to me is like, okay, these guys, they know what the fuck they're doing. It's like they have a love for this shit, So it's just good. It's not like a money grab. You don't get that vibe. You don't get that vibe that this company is just doing this shit as a money grab or to bite Jada. It's like, yeah, these guys were able to get that license through Capcom and they're taking full advantage of it. So fair game, bro. This is it's capitalism, baby. The market dictates what it dictates. So may the best man win. May the best company win. And yeah, like I said, when you see shit like this is the shit I like. I'm like, cool. I love people that point this stuff out on X. I love X. I love being on there all the time on my timeline, more so than Instagram, bro. It's like you just get all kinds of shit on X. You're getting like the algorithm. If you follow like a healthy algorithm, you're not getting all this like political shit and all this other crap. It's like, dude, you get just flooded with like the shit you're into, man. I love that. You can kind of set your algorithm up. It's like if you follow political shit, you get political shit. If you follow this, you get that, you know? So I always love to get shit pointed out to me through that through those social media apps and stuff. So pretty dope. I'm definitely putting this on my radar, but I think if I do get this zero, I would want to get the Rockman also, because yeah, displaying them together like that, it's like cool. Like yeah, this is badass. And I think there's a tease out there. I wasn't able to get the images, but it looks like they're making a bass or base. I always call them base, but that other robot master, kind of more anti-hero type, kind of reminds me of Shadow from Sonic. It's like the same asshole smug look on his face and shit, but cool character design. And I think that's one thing that Mega Man always has, is just the character designs always look so fucking cool, you know? So pretty dope, man. It's just like more action figures, baby, from cool IPs that we're always familiar with. And then also another video game. Not really familiar with this video game, but I saw a bunch of people streaming this on YouTube all the time talking about it. I think it's called Hollow's Night. I think that's the name of it. And I was kind of like wondering, why the fuck is this shit popping up so much? What is it about this shit? What the fuck is it? And it's just, I guess it's just such an addictive game that yeah, a lot of people are spending hours and hours just playing it. And obviously, you know, third party companies can put figures out relatively fast, especially when the designs are pretty simple for the most part. You know, it's just like got this really interesting kind of almost insect looking head sculpt. So it's pretty cool. It's kind of looks a little demonic, to be honest. Sometimes, like whenever I see shit like this, I'm like, yeah, it kind of looks a little demonic, but I don't know. I saw this character pop up so much, but this figure right here kind of has more, I don't want to call it realistic proportions, but the proportions are different on this from what it looks like in the video game, where I would kind of prefer the video game. I think Nendoroid has put out a couple of figures, and yeah, maybe the heads on those are a little bit too big, but I would want like a more in scale looking figure when it comes to this, because yeah, this kind of looks like almost like a sexy ice figure with just like a different head sculpt on it, where it's like it's not bad, but it's just, I don't know, if I was gonna get something like this, I think I would want like official release. But dude, $5 deposit, second payment is 29 plus shipping. It's just like, yeah, they're not breaking the bank. So I could see people going in for this just for, you know, intrigue and obviously new figure. Pretty interesting design. And yeah, if you're familiar with the game, then yeah, the more shit you can cop that you're familiar with, the better, I think, you know. Like I said in the past, is there a market for this? Somebody asked one time, I think it was Thor. I said, man, right now, dude, you got to strike while the iron's hot. If there's anything out there that a company can make, you better make it now, or it's never gonna get made and it's never gonna get purchased by anybody. This is like, dude, there's not gonna be a hobby fucking like it is now 20 years from now. At least I don't think, you know. It's like people are getting older, man. People are getting older. Sometimes money gets tighter, you know. Fucking even right now, who the fuck knows where we're gonna be 5 years from now? It's too hard to predict, you know. So if there's something that a company can make now, fucking make that shit, and you make that shit quick and good. And odds are that there's going to be a market for it, because right now companies like this pop up on 5K Toys, and try finding anything for $29 plus shipping right now. You know, it's like very few hard things to find out there. So whenever there's something new, it's like, all right, cool, yeah, a new hot thing, cool. Companies are striking while the iron's hot. And then they also have this red version. So I don't know. I think I would go in for this one just because it kind of looks a little bit more familiar to me somewhat from the thumbnails that I constantly saw on YouTube. It's like everyone was streaming this. I think more so, I don't know if you guys follow Maximilian Dude. I follow that dude on YouTube. I sub to his channel. This motherfucker was playing this shit like every fucking night. And I'm like, bro, this dude is hardcore fighting video games. So it's like, what the fuck is this dude playing this shit for? And like, yeah, he was just saying how it's such a great game, you know? I mean, the guy's a video game connoisseur, so it's like, yeah, I like his channel. He's funny dude. But yeah, I saw him playing this constantly. I think Jobby the Hong, even him, he was like playing this shit constantly. So it's like, all right, yeah, this must be a really addictive video game. So yeah, like I said, it's probably gonna be a market for it. Even if it's a small market, it's like fuck it, dude. Companies are gonna tax that. And then also on 5K Toys, more video game properties. You know, we got a Patriot Studio putting out a Leon figure. So we got a more classic RPD fucking look. So I believe there's two versions. There's the classic and then there's the modern look. And then yeah, you could buy both of them as a set or just each and stuff. But I don't know, man. I'm not really. I like Resident Evil, but man, I just want Jill Valentine from the fucking Marvel vs. Capcom game. It's like somebody make that. It's like Jada Toys, can you make that shit? Or anyone? Like fuck, dude. It's like why the fuck? Like why the fuck we gotta beg for cool shit sometimes, you know? It's like, yeah, this looks cool, but I don't know, it kind of looks, I don't know, it just doesn't look like it's like a live action and then doesn't look fucking animated. It looks like a fucking modern video game that I don't really fuck around with too much anymore. But yeah, you could definitely have some fun with this. You know, you even got the soft goods that maybe you could transfer onto another body if this buck isn't as great or something. Even this, like this jacket, like on another figure or something, some of the soft goods, if you just kind of want to break this figure apart. Like I've seen people do that a lot recently. It's just kit bashing, you know, it's like, hey, fuck it, you know, it's shit, there's fodder everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's fodder, you know. So I guess I could definitely see the potential in a release like this, but not for me, you know. It's just fucking Resident Evil always gave me so much anxiety when I was a fucking kid. I was just like, man, this shit is too scary for me, bro. It's like when I play video games, I want to have fun, bro. I don't want to be having anxiety. It's like, holy shit, dude. I don't know how motherfuckers get a kick off of it. Even now, I'm like, bro, fuck. Even if I'm not playing the game and I'm watching somebody playing, I'm like, man, I'm not having a good time at all, bro. Like, this is a video game. We should be having fun, right? It's like, fuck, take this shit off. Oh man, so I was always just such a bitch when it came to Resident Evil that anytime I see it, I'm like, yeah, that's cool, right? But dude, playing that shit, oh man, I remember Resident Evil 2, bro. Fucking hell, I would just be torture, like trying to play that shit, and I'd be like, I don't want to play this. My brothers say, no, we're gonna keep playing this shit. We're gonna pass this shit, and I would just watch a lot of times, and I'd be like, man, I can't watch this shit, bro. I hate this shit. Ah, damn. But yeah, damn. Oh my, YouTube old head, the Mortal Kombat challenges. Yeah, fuck yeah, Maximilian dude is the shit, bro. I dig his channel. I would always watch his shit, especially during COVID. I remember watching his channel a shit ton, man. I was like, dude, this dude just puts out good content, man. You know, like I said, I don't even video game, and I still watch his channel. It's just like I want to hear this guy's opinion on video games. It's just guy's a connoisseur, you know. Don't remind me, Omar. I'm already feel old as fuck. I already feel old as fuck. Yeah, I know. Seriously, dude. It's just like, god damn it. It's 2026. We only getting older, guys. Like fucking hell. So yeah, look out for this if you're interested. This is something I could just, you know, not partake in myself, but it's not bad, you know. It's pretty cool. It's for somebody. And then yeah, like I said, it doesn't really fit into. I mean, I guess you could fit this together, but look at the head sculpts on this versus looking at the head sculpts on something like this. It just doesn't look like it's like it could blend too well into a lot of stuff. Even like with MEZCOs and stuff, it just something about that look to those types of games. I don't know. I don't think they make good looking figures sometimes. But moving into the Monster Force, Operation Monster Force, Black Watch, Shadow Wraith. So Zolocon exclusive. It's only gonna cost you $40. Limit one per day. Okay, buddy. So you guys only want $40. That's fine. I'll only give you $40 because I'm not going in this event twice, you know. But yeah, Big Bad Workshop continue to put out more of these Monster Force figures. Like I said, they're doing pretty good for what gets released. I've seen a couple of people pick up a few of their recent releases. I kind of only bought a few of the Troopers. I think that was almost a year ago, right? It wasn't last year. I can't even fucking remember. I think I had those for over a year now. Yeah, damn, dude. 2025 went by fucking fast as fuck. I think I remember getting those at the end of 2024. It already fucking blended like into the same year. That's crazy. But damn, I'm trying to think. When the fuck did those Delta Troopers come out? Did those come out in 2024? Because that was a fucking minute ago if they did. because I think they did. Fucking hell, holy shit, that's crazy. But yeah, continue to put out more stuff. Obviously, they're going more the translucent route when it comes to the exclusives, which I mean that's fair game. I always feel like that's the best route to take when you do an event exclusive. It's like you got to give it some kind of spin on it, some kind of gimmick on it, where it doesn't become an essential part of the line. And then yeah, you do give like a special feeling to the people that actually pick it up. And then their convention pre-order, so I guess this is going to be their convention exclusive. We got the Demi Warg Infiltrator, and beats me where the fuck you pre-order this shit. They made this thing a whole ass fucking rabbit rabbit hunt or whatever, because this shit is like, what the fuck is this? It's like, how do I get a Demi Warg figure? Option number one, attend any of these conventions. Option number two, visit our booth anytime during the show. Option number three, we add the pre-order to your BBTS account. And then step four, collect your official Demi Warg blood. Like, dude, can I just give you my money and order this? Like, what the fuck is all this shit? It's like, go to this con, go to this booth, go here, go here. It's like, bro, fuck off. It's like, just put it on BBTS. You know you're gonna do that anyway. It's like, just put it on BBTS. But man, this comes with like all kinds of goodies, like these extra head sculpts. Man, I want some of those thug head sculpts with that fucking ski mask. I want some of those for that Man Without Fear Daredevil, man. Dude, that body with like those thug head sculpts and shit, like perfect army builders, man. Like perfect, dude. And I never got any of those tracksuit mafia figures, so it's like, fuck, man. It's like I want head sculpts of that, you know. It's like, dude, this is easy money. I don't know why more companies don't do this shit, you know. It's just like, make these head sculpts that fit on like other, you know, other Marvel Legends or other classified figures. Like, motherfuckers are gonna know what to do with them, you know. So I don't give a fuck about this werewolf head sculpt. I mean, it is kind of cool, but I'm more so interested in these like interchangeable head portraits. They're look dope. And then the weaponry this thing has, like, damn, this shit is packing some serious heat, bro. Like these rifles, the shoddy, like all this shit, all the loadouts of these figures, I think is the best stuff on the Monster Force. And I think it somewhat justifies that price tag. I don't think it fully justifies the $40 price tag, but it somewhat justifies it. And you know, the quality's there. The quality's there. So I feel like the money's gonna be there too. If the companies come correct with the shit, it's like, all right, cool. This is fair game, man. You know, so pretty dope. I'm in for it, man. If I can get it. If I gotta do all this extra shit, all this leg work, I'm just not gonna get it then. You know, it's just like step one, go here, go here, go here, go here. And then it's like you still don't get your figure. You still have to wait. It's like, give me a fucking break, dude. Like, this is not fucking, you know, 1984, guys. We can pre-order shit now. We don't have to do all this. You know, Rojo saying, I watched that cat during the Street Fighter 4 era. I was like, I was like, holy 2012 when you said his name. Yeah, dude, it was a minute ago. I do remember watching him prior to COVID, but during COVID, I was like really stuck on his channel a lot of the times. Just wanted to hear his take on shit, you know. It's just like anything. We had time for a lot of shit, but yeah, Maximilian, dude, he's one of the better YouTubers out there, man. I still watch Gem Mint. Like I still like watching Gem Mint. Some of these like bigger channels that just do collectibles or video games and shit. Like I always think these channels are cool, you know. Yeah, ToyTube, there's a lot of options in ToyTube, but man, video games and shit is still cool shit out there to make content of and stuff. And like I said, you got to get these these like pro channels and stuff, you know. You got to get their opinions. I like Hot Toys need their own display. It's like Hot Toys need their own display. For what, racing? For what was I talking about? The Monster Force or the Resident Evil figures. Yeah, some of the lines can blend well, but some other ones can't, you know. And like I said, look at this. It just doesn't look like this would blend well with anything in that Patriot Studio line, you know. It's just completely different figure type, you know. Obviously it's not soft goods, but even the head sculpts look just, it just doesn't look like it blends with a lot of lines. So that's kind of why I stay away from those Resident Evil figs. But yeah, Monster Force coming in with stuff that can blend in with your classified Marvel Legends. Obviously that's the high selling point for these guys, and they're pretty smart to do that. Obviously, it's like I said, you got to give props to companies that aren't so fucking stubborn in their ways, We're gonna see what fucking Mattel comes with when they do their DC line. Not a lot of people are gonna be happy, bro. It looks like they're gonna go into 6.5 inch, where it's like, okay, they're gonna scale this shit with their fucking WWE with their Motu line, calling it now. And it's just like, why, dude? You know, if you guys made this shit in scale with Marvel Legends, you guys would sell hundreds of millions more. Like, I'll call it. It's easy to say. It's like they would sell so much more, but they just don't want to do it. It's like, why not? Why the fuck not, man? You know, and this company didn't have that issue. It's like, no, we're gonna do this shit that goes in scale with the most popular company out there, dude. The one that has like fucking people buying the most stuff. Action Force did it also. It's like just smart business, dude. You know, so these guys also kind of, like I said, going back into their previously released sculpts for some of these event exclusives. So we got these translucent figures, these blood skeletons. But if you want some real good skeletons, man, take a look at these human skeleton Inferno Ballet figures on 5K Toys by Keep Going Studio. Dude, craziest thing on these skeletons isn't the articulation, and that's pretty good. But holy shit, bro. Did you guys see the price on these things? I was in shock, man. I was like, this can't be right. NRD is only $3. I was like, well, what's the price on this shit? Second payment is 17 plus shipping. Get these pre-orders in, man, because these are gonna dry up, dude. These are gonna dry up. People are gonna army build these. This is probably gonna be the last skeletons you ever need to buy. The articulation is fucking like on point. Obviously, they're showcasing it with these two skeletons damn near fucking each other. It's like these motherfuckers are damn near fucking. It's like, you know, they can move. we're showing you everything. So you know the articulation is there, the scope work is there. They come with different paint versions. So they got the bone color. It probably is going to be the highest selling one. The white skeleton, which is another one that can be used maybe even for like a diorama or something, some kind of something, or even just the regular skeletons. We got the bloody skeleton. We got fucking blood all over him, all gross looking. So that one also could kind of sell well. The pink skeleton that I don't know who the fuck that's for. The charred up all black skeleton. It's like, all right, yeah, I can use that one for my dragon, my Mythic Legions 4 Horseman dragon. It's like a burnt up charred skeleton. You could use that for a diorama, all kinds of stuff. And like I said, dude, $17 plus shipping. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, holy shit, man. Like, these are gonna get like bought up quick, man. The all red one that I don't know, maybe for I don't know, some kind of displays or something. Even like we were just showing off those Monster Force translucent red. You get some kind of like vampire shot, you know, something. I don't know. Good shit right here. I was like, you know what? Let me pre-order 3 of these because 17 plus shipping. It's like you can't go wrong with that. And then as soon as I pre-ordered them, I'm like, am I a fucking idiot? Why don't I get another 3? Like, dude, like I said, you could probably have an endless amount of these and you'll never need to buy any other skeleton figures ever again. You know, the size on these things look pretty good. I think, like I said, other companies aren't fucking morons. They're gonna scale stuff up pretty good. And like I said, look at the articulation on this thing. This thing is sucking its own dick, bro. This is like, holy shit, dude. Like, damn, the way these things are put together, like, fuck, man. This is gonna be like an evergreen line almost, maybe if they don't sell out. It's like, dude, why would this company not ever put these back out in circulation once they sell out? It's like they can sell every season, every year. It's like, all right, we're putting skeletons out again. Fall, more skeletons, baby. Because yeah, I think people are gonna buy a shit ton. I think they could have done without the pink and the red versions. It's like, okay, you know, I just said, you know, you could do like a vampire shot, but you know, focus more on making some of these ones that you know are really gonna sell, like the bone color, the white bone. As like these are really gonna move, you know, and you get these extra head portraits, I think. So you get the flamed up skeleton, little demonic shots and stuff. And yeah, even those will work for stuff, you know. Maybe you get some kind of Ghost Rider shot or something, some kind of, you know, villains that he's taking on or something, some kind of army builders he's fighting. It works for a lot of stuff, you know. And I did like this shit, man. They have all the bones like fucking written out right here. This is like this is some fucking university shit right here, bro. And it's like, damn, on a damn action figure, it's like, okay, then these guys, you can even use this in a study class. You were fucking, in some kind of doctor fucking course or something. It's like they have all this shit. You kind of do like sport therapy or something. Like, yeah, this is good shit, man. Like, this is I actually forgot about talking about these last week. And then when I saved them in my bookmark, I was like, holy shit. I didn't even take a look at the posting, and I'm like, god damn, these look fucking great. Like, I gotta bring these up this week because, yeah, I did not imagine these were gonna be that affordable. It's like, when the fuck can you buy anything for 17 bucks? It's like hardly ever in this hobby, and it's getting more scarce by the day, dude. It's like I said, I ain't buying no $40 a Tana. Like, Todd, sorry, like, you can go fuck yourself, bro. Like, I'm not doing that. So anything that's like not fucking you, it's like, yeah, you got to give extra points to. It's like, if a company decides not to fuck me, then yeah, I'm gonna give them the props, you know. Uh, so yeah, what we got to see, man. But pretty cool. Fighting Codename saying there has to be a reason. Reason for what? The fuck? Reason? No reason to buy toys. You just gotta buy this shit. Hustle in the house saying tonight's thumbnail is fire, but did you order Superman? Yeah, I think I am going for that, dude. I think I am, because like I said, I think it's like a damn good looking Superman. I don't know if it's like a my Hush Superman, but I think I'm on the way for LPZZ on that one to just make that like my Hush. I obviously got the Mafex, but that just as a Superman works really well. Bone Boy boning his bone is wild work for 20 bucks. Yeah, dude. When I saw that shot, I was like, okay, these guys know what they're doing. They want to show you all the articulation you need. So it's pretty dope, man. Like, honestly, like, this is just crazy work right here. It's like, damn, dude. It's like, that's exactly what we needed to see. They didn't have to show any other pictures. It's like, this is all you needed to see right here. Oh shit. Those skeletons are affordable everywhere except BBTS. For real, dude. I'm not checking on BBTS for nothing, bro. I'm like, who's ordering from there? Like, who the fuck is still ordering from BBTS, man? I would always defend them so much that I would always be like, all right, dude, these guys offer the lowest amount of shipping. You cancel anytime, and they're still good for that, but nah, I ain't buying shit from them. Like, less and less, honestly, because it's like, they import wise, they're charging up the ass. Some of these other more third party companies, it's like, why get it there? Why not 5K? Obviously, TOYZ Metaverse paying cheaper, getting it faster. So this is like, well, what am I really going to this company for? It's like very little stuff, if anything. Even Marvel Legends, I'm finding these like way more places, like a lot of the times faster. It's like, Nerd Zolg's getting them. There's a shop not too far from my house, couple of shops not too far from my house. They're getting waves as fast as fuck. I'm like, man, I don't need to put shit in my pile of loot. It's like, fuck the fuck. It's like, even if I'm paying $4 for the whole lot, it's like, I'm good. And like I said, I'm buying stuff more so now when it comes in stock. It's like, cool. I don't live too far away from Toy Arena. Man, those guys get like fresh stock every week of just new shit. I don't live too far away from Toys in the Box. They're getting new shit every week. It's like, dude, fuck the fuck. It's like, I'll just wait for the shit to come out, then I'll decide what I want to buy. And these are probably something I'm gonna buy. So keep going, baby. I like that name. Yeah, keep going, guys. You guys are killing it, man. So pretty dope, man. Pretty dope shit from these guys, but not the only skeleton on this show. We got to get into this bad to the bone from Ramen Toy. We got a Battle Bones third-party Motu release, and this thing is fucking awesome looking, dude. I remember talking about the prototype that he had shown off on his Facebook not too long ago. And I remember saying this thing is probably going to cost an arm and a leg. And guess what? Early bird price. So as soon as I read that, oh, there's going to be early bird price. Cool. Not going to fuck me. $200 this motherfucker wants for this shit, where it's like 2.5 feet long. It's like, okay, I don't want to say it's worth $200, but how can it not be, dude? It's like pretty large release, kind of basic, I mean, it's just, once you tool up those fucking rib bones, it's like, all right, you just gotta fucking make more of them. That huge ass head sculpt, it's like, man, this shit just looks gnarly as fuck. And then especially, like I said, for a Motu display, this is kind of more for that Masterverse scale that's more 7 inches. it kind of like carries all the warriors into battle or whatever. There's like an old toy. At least that's what the vintage one was supposed to be for. It's kind of more like a carrying case than anything, you know. But add articulation on it and make it an actual figure. It's like, all right, this is pretty fucking awesome from Ramen Toy. Ain't going front. And like I said, it's a big piece in the vintage line. So it's like, you know, those are for 5.5 inch figures. Now you throw in a 7 inch scale line. It's like, okay, this has got to be pretty large, you know. So yeah, just 2.5 feet long. I believe the early bird price is $199 on his site. I think that's plus shipping. So yeah, after that early bird ends, I don't know. I don't want to say this thing tips over $300, but it just might, you know. So I don't know. I do want it, but it's not necessary, and it is a lot of real estate, you know. And it's like the shelf that I have my Motu display is pretty packed already. It's like I can barely squeeze more figures into there. At least my Masterverse stuff. I don't know where the fuck I would fit this thing. It would just kind of look like a dead dog in my office or some shit. It's like this fucking dog is dead, bro. It's like that's not a dog, it's a fucking toy, you know. So it's like, yeah, I don't think I can find a spot for this, and it would just feel like I'm paying $200 to just have something, you know, in a closet or stored up somewhere. And I'm like, I don't know, this thing looks pretty cool that I would want to display. So I don't know. I'll take a look at it, and yeah, if the early bird price is maybe 250, then who knows? Maybe I'll take a look at it, you know. Or after the early bird price ends, if it's like around that 250, I wouldn't mind it. So gotta wait to see what that final price is. But yeah, if you can't wait, and you think the $200 is a good deal now, then yeah, I would just go ahead and pre-order it now through his site. I didn't get the ETA on this, but since it is a larger piece and this motherfucker is only barely coming out that musk now, it's like it might take a while to get this fully tooled up and into production. So maybe probably end of 2027, I can imagine, especially since it's so large. Hey, yo, pause. But yeah, not something that I desperately need, but it is pretty cool, you know. And then also speaking of loose collector, we got another Coffin Comics Lady Death figure coming out. This time with her fucking armor, where it's like anytime you see a character like this with armor, it's like, no, I don't want to cover you up. It's like I want less on you. Oh man, but yeah, like I said, we were talking about the Death Dealer, man. I don't really have any loose collector figures, man. You know, it's just those Yetis look interesting. That Bigfoot looks interesting. It's like, all right, that looks pretty cool. But the angelic armor Lady Death, I don't know. It looks like a better tooled up body than that first Lady Death figure that I heard pretty decent things about. I remember seeing reviews on that when they came out, and it was like, all right, yeah, that's cool. But I'm not like the hugest fan of like Lady Death and shit. So I was like, I don't want to pay $75 for something that I just don't know shit about. As cool as her character design looks, a couple reasons why she looks so cool. But yeah, I feel like this one is just gonna be a better release overall because yeah, this company looks like it's just continuing to refine itself. That fucking Death Dealer figure, damn dude, if it was $200, I think without hesitation I'd buy that shit. That shit does look badass. Like, damn, dude, I can't believe that shit's $300, man. It's like fuck, like man. Even 250 was like, bro, just $50 less. Like, man, think about that, you know. But man, if there was a way to get it without the horse, it's just like $100. Oh fuck, I would jump on that so fast because that figure looks pretty awesome. It's just got like a really imposing size to it. The sculpting looks great. The articulation looks good. It's like where I take points away from the Frazetta Icon collectibles. It's like, okay, these guys they're gonna plant their flag on their single jointed elbows that they like. Okay, don't want to break up the sculpt. The stuff that Executive Replicas is doing, they don't give a fuck. They're fans of articulation. They grew up customizing Marvel Legends and shit, you know. So it's like, you know, they're gonna pack that into their figures and stuff. So I don't know. I gotta see what's up. I want to get something from that. I just don't know what the fuck. You know, I always think like, I don't know. I just don't feel like a figure like this sometimes is worth that. You know, it's like $75. Every single person I hear talk about them, they always say that. They'll say, I don't think it's worth the price. I like the figure, but I don't think it's worth the price. So it just keeps me from getting it. But man, you know, it's still got its fan base. A lot of their figures sell extremely well. Like I said, they don't cheap out when it comes to the sculpt. You know, they definitely showing off all the fine bits. So it's that's a plus. That's a major plus, especially when you see Marvel Legends that are just shy away from that. It's like, dude, come on, man. Like these proportions need to be exact to the character design. It's like they're just fucking boobs, guys. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, holy fuck, dude. It's like, come on, get over it, guys. So pretty cool. It's like I said, it's just a same license that they probably still have and stuff. Paying that license fee, you got to make more shit out of it. So fair game, baby. Obi-Wan in the house saying Death Dealer and Horse is 350, not 300. Fuck, play the long game, dude. 350. No, it's not, is it? Fuck. Yeah, that's outrageous, bro. 350. I'm over here saying I'll think about it for 200, bro. That's crazy. Yeah, that is way too outrageous, way too spicy. But it looks good, man. It's like, hey, fuck, if you got the money, you gotta get it. Hey, get it. It's awesome looking. Like I'm fucking jealous of that. But dude, I could not do that for 350. Play the long game. I think isn't there like a limited amount of those? Isn't there like 5,000 or something? But I don't know, man. It's too much, bro. And like I said, there's another company putting a pretty awesome looking one out soon. It's like, okay. And then Icon Collectibles is gonna put one out. It's like, okay, we gotta wait to see. But man, 350, not for me, bro. Not for me. Tyler was saying, I don't like the proportions on the Loose Collector Death Dealer. Ty, you're a I knew you were gonna say something, Ty. You're a freaking Harbinger Studio shill, bro. Nah, I don't know, dude. To me, it just looks like big badass fucking Death Dealer. You don't want to fuck with this guy. It's just a fucking that fool is like a brick house about to punch you, bro. It's like, holy shit, that shit looks awesome. I can't front on it. I want it, but 350, hold the fuck up. Like, Ty, you don't even gotta say shit about the proportions. Just say 350, bro. It's like that's all the shit talking it needs. Like, that's all the shit talking it needs, because that is just out fucking rageous. Oh man, Codename say this lady Death takes up too much space. Yeah, the wings are kind of fucking big. It's like I want less on her. It's like I want less. I don't want more on her. 350. Yeah, bro. That's all the shit talking it needs. It doesn't need more than that. Like that's just it doesn't need any more shit talking than that. It's like that's just a complete no. Oh man, but also early prototypes. We got Whaleworks upcoming male body, so popping up on 5K Toys pretty soon. Damn, dude, it looks like a lot of these companies are kind of taking some of this amazing Yamaguchi articulation and really fine tuning it, especially when it comes to like the knees and stuff. But you see some of the articulation they got going on, like the shoulders and stuff, and then this chest articulation that I'm seeing more and more. This butterfly articulation that's like it's like kind of like another chest part. It's just kind of on the Romanki body a lot. I've seen it on the Romanki body. And I forget what other company was kind of showing this off, but yeah, dude, more of these blank bodies that are really kind of showcasing how far you could push engineering, man. And looking at this today, I was wondering, dude, do Marvel Legends ever get to this type of point where they do this type of articulation, or are they just never, ever gonna do this type of shit? Because it's like, how much more money would it cost the company to do that? Like, man, like, let's just say Mattel came out with this as their articulation buck for their DC line. It's like, holy shit, bro, this is like revolutionary shit, Whereas like the overseas companies is like a dime a dozen of these companies making these bodies. So it's like, well, how much more money does it fucking cost you, motherfuckers? You guys are selling to adults, man, and I think adults are paying for it. They're paying for fucking blank bodies. You think they wouldn't pay for a fucking Spider-Man with this type of articulation? It's like, fuck yeah, they would. It's like, this would be maximum. This wouldn't feel like a complete kick in the fucking nuts every time you fucking open that Marvel Legends box. It's like, oh, all right, yeah, this is awesome. It's like, whenever they show off, like, this Spider-Man has toe hinge. It's like, thanks, guys. Thank you. It's like a nothing. It's like a nothing. We have to thank them for literally nothing, dude. It's just like, oh man. It's like you go into the restaurant. It's just like, hey, we're only gonna charge you for the food, but the air that you're breathing, yeah, that's free. That's on the house. Third party is the way to go. Yeah, dude. Man, I wish I had any fucking talent to customize. I'd be like, I wouldn't even buy shit anymore. I would just be making my own shit. It's like I got zero talent, so I got to keep getting kicked in the nuts by these companies, man. Because more blank bodies. This one I thought was romantic, but apparently it's Mirror Fig, fucking big scorpion, dude. It's like, yeah, all right, I'm down with it. Like, yo, look at that tail, bro. You compensating for something? This shit just looks gnarly as fuck. Like, seriously, this is that shit you see from like companies like Sexy Ice and all shit and all kinds of shit. And it's just like, all right, this shit looks cool. It's like, this just looks fucking cool. And it's just like an unpainted prototype, and it already looks fucking awesome. And it's like, all right, yeah, when does this come out? And apparently it's from this company right here that already has this body on 5K Toys. And like I said, even this body, it doesn't look like it's articulated as that Whaleworks one, but still pretty decent. If you want to do some kit bashing, some customizing yourself, maybe some buck swaps that this would, fit better with or something. Proportions look a little skinny and shit, but it might make for a interesting Peter Parker custom or something. So yeah, that's this company right here, and this only popped up today, so not really a lot of information on it. And by the looks of these fucking flight stands, it looks like they're holding this figure up, so probably a really early prototype. So can't imagine seeing this pre-order up anytime soon, but looks like they're in the works or something. We need a revamped Scorpion. Here you go, baby. It's like, man, can you imagine like a third party company doing like a offshoot Spider-Man line? It's like, yeah, you always want comic representations, but man, wouldn't it be cool if they just like came up with their own designs to Scorpion, all this shit, like Venom, like, dude, they would just take all the fucking money, but man, Disney would be fucking hunting them down, bro. So it's like, but shit like this is awesome, man. I feel like that's where the customizers come through. Like that one dude that does it on the Four Horsemen with the Four Horsemen stuff, the Marvel figures and all that shit. I forget that dude's name, but I think I saw 1/6 Shooter showing a lot of his like custom Captain America with like Four Horsemen tooling and all that shit. It looks awesome. Custom Iron Man. Like, I always think that's just cool. But yo, jumping in also at 5K Toys, we got another snail shell release. Finally, an update to their Wolf Girl. So it looks like their Wolf Girl has like been their kind of ongoing iteration of like updates on their bodies and stuff. It was like one of their first releases that I ever remember seeing from them was like a Wolf Girl that was kind of tooled up a lot less than what we see now from them. It was even a lot taller, a little bit taller. I don't want to say a lot taller, but it was taller than what we have now. And yeah, just kind of tweaking the designs again and stuff. This one kind of falling in line with more fantasy. And this shit actually looks really fucking good, man. Like, getting the shots today, I was like, damn, this one is the one that I can't miss up on. So the snail shell wolf action figure and accessories kit. So comes with the kit also that allows just like more weaponry and stuff to be wielded around from her. But man, it's like you get a little bit of everything from different companies when it comes to fantasy. You get the Four Horsemen stuff. It's good shit. You get obviously third-party companies, making like WoW, orcs and stuff. And you definitely get the companies that are making the waifu fantasy figures, man. One of my favorite figures also last year was that Ladu Toys, that little fucking wolf girl or whatever. Cool little fantasy furry type figure. But man, this one also, dude, for the waifu lovers out there, for the jar connoisseurs, it's like, yeah, this one, you know what to do with this one, boys. Really cool. I like this one a lot, just because, like I said, it has a really cool design to it. There's something about that. Just like I said, it's got the tail, baby. It's got a little bit of the furry action. And the weapons on it actually look really good too. The stock weapon, sword, and shield that she comes with look good. Little soft goods, little cloak and stuff, little cape looks awesome. And always the accessory packs that kind of spice it up with. Always kind of, you got to get it. You got to go for the whole deluxe package, So you get this battle axe, this like a blood sword that she kind of wield with that blue one that just kind of has a cool contrast to it and stuff. So pretty cool. I saw it only today as I was getting slides and stuff, but man, it feels like there's more frequent releases or pre-orders from Snail Shell coming out. I think one just released also recently. It was like a bunny girl that I actually got to put my pre-order in on 5K. I got to get that one before it sells out. And yeah, it's just more frequent where before it wasn't like that. It would be like one release. I remember that Wasp Girl came out and it was like months before we saw anything else from that company. And then now it's like almost one a month, damn near two a month almost. It's a lot more frequent than what I was accustomed to seeing. But not a bad thing, man. You know, it's just more for the jars, baby. So pretty cool one. And like I said, you get your mix of fantasy from different companies. So you can go for the waifu types, or you can go for that Four Horsemen, real gritty type. And it looks like ToyCon New Jersey is getting this exclusive. Um, man, dude, one thing that I noticed about this week, and it's crazy how shit just like pops up, you know, when it comes to like fucking like toy drama and shit, you know, because the Highlands Warrior coming to ToyCon New Jersey. So we get to take a look at this, you know, obviously event exclusive. But one company that's not gonna be there is Valorverse, because Valorverse put out this image this week on his social media, all the cons that he's going, and a lot of people pointed out there's a con missing there that he was at last year. There's a couple missing that he was at last year, so it's just like, oh, okay, so it's 2026 convention schedule. This is it. So I guess you could take it to the bank that he's not going to be at those other cons anymore. Maybe forever. Who knows? I mean, sometimes the beef runs deep, baby. Yeah. So a lot of people were kind of pointing out, no Legions Con and shit. It's like kind of sucks because you want to see Valorverse at as many events as possible. This guy's continue to sell a lot of product. Even this week, he showed off a couple of more Praetorians. That I don't know. I do like the figure. Like, don't get me wrong. I've bought a couple of releases. I got the black ones. I got one white one. I wanted two white ones, but I ended up getting one chase. So it's like, fuck, I'm stuck with one white and one chase. I kind of bummed out about that. So seeing these this week, I was just kind of like, man, I would rather him reissue some of the ones that sold out already so people can continue to army build those than to continue to see like more repaints on some of these, because this Praetorian Wraith 2.0 looks fucking awesome. Like, if I had the option to buy this, and you do, there is a no points option, so you kind of pay a full price. But if you have your action points, it's like, all right, it gives you like a discount. You got to mail that shit in. It's just like that whole mail away thing. Which is cool. It's like it's just it's like old toys and shit. And I think Bobby's like a huge toy fan. Obviously, that he likes that. He likes the charm to that. But man, this looks too similar to that chase, and it's just fucking hell. I should have sold that chase when I thought it was going for like $200 on eBay. I don't know what it's going for, but I'm sure the price dropped after seeing this one this week, because it's like fucking hell. It's like translucent, and it's like a better translucent too, because it looks like a cloak, like a cloaking device covered this thing up, where the glow in the dark one, I'm good on that one. That one definitely looks like a convention exclusive, something, for con events. It's just kind of like a more gimmicky fun one, but this one here looked really dope. And then, like I said, I already have that chase one, but the chase one is just like translucent. This one has like a paint finish to it almost, that I don't know, it just gives it a better look. But since I already have this figure a couple of times, like, I'm good. I don't want to buy that same figure over, just repaint it. As good as it is, it's like, okay, it's a cool figure, but I don't want to just have like, multiple Praetorians of different versions and different colors. So I'm passing on these. But like I said, if this was the option instead of that white one that didn't have the chase, I would have bought, two of these and been happy there. But wasn't the option then, so probably passing on it now. And I do have 3 of the black ones that he put out first, and I'm happy with those. And I actually ended up canceling the two Furies that I had. I had them in my pile of loot, and I was like, you know what? Like I said, I have the white one, I have the black ones. I was like, I don't want green ones and shit. As cool as they look with the Gatling guns, I was like, nah, it's the same figure, So I'm like, I'm good. As cool as they look, I don't know. Maybe if they ever go on sale, I might cop a couple, but I was like, nah, I don't want to pay $40 for something I already have, just with Gatling guns this time, as cool as it is. So passing on these. But yeah, like I said, not going to Legions Con, not going to ToyCon New Jersey, but you would be able to find them at ZoloCon, where he's gonna have that exclusive to that black release. So I'm interested to see how much motherfuckers are scalping that on eBay because I want that figure and I ain't going to ZoloCon. So I'm gonna be on the lookout on eBay just to see if anybody's stupid enough to sell it for like 50 or something, which I fucking doubt, but who knows? I don't know. Everybody's gonna check now if you're watching this show. But yeah, I do want that, but I can imagine that thing is probably gonna go for like $200, honestly, and motherfuckers might not honestly pay that shit. So be on the lookout for him there, and if not, at some of these other events that he's at. So yeah, all year long he's gonna be throughout the country and stuff. So yeah, if you're a Valorverse fan, be sure to tell him. And then yeah, like I said, these are the loadouts and stuff. And yeah, it's cool releases, but if you already have them, it's like it's not gonna blow your mind or anything. But yo, we gotta jump into the MEZCO debacle this week because man, did they bring it. It's like they brought what? I don't know what they brought. They bought fucking you want to talk repaints? Let's talk fucking repaints, guys. Let's talk $600 worth of fucking repaints. Almost damn near $600. Holy fuck, bro. 112 day. I was like, all right, Doc Knox cars coming. Doc Knox cars coming. All right. I'm gonna pay it. I'm buying this shit. On there on my fucking phone. I'm like, all right, cool. It was off. So I was like, cool, I'm chilling. Got time. I'm gonna see what goes up, be able to digest it. I'm not gonna be fucking driving home from work, not gonna be on my break at work. All right, be able to just digest this purchase, you know. Motherfucker, I'm on Instagram. I see this shit. Go on Instagram, and I'm like, oh shit, it's that exclusive. Go to the site. Go to the site. Don't digest. Don't think. Just order. Just buy. Fucking 175 total. This shit cost me. I think the price was like 130 plus tax plus shipping. I think I paid a total of 176 shipped. I was like, fuck, I felt so dirty. I was like, well, that just completely fell apart. I was like, dude, I was only in for a fucking car. And then as soon as I bought this, I was like, and it said the first reveal, first order, first exclusive. I was like, oh shit, first? I was like, oh fuck. Well, I'm fucked. Now I'm not gonna buy the car. I'm damn near $200 fucking deep in one purchase. So I'm like, all right, that's enough money for today to spend. I don't think I want to spend too much more. So I was kind of nervous. I was like, all right, this is awesome. I saw it at SDCC. I wanted it. Obviously, I wasn't at SDCC. Couldn't get it. A lot of people couldn't get it. This thing was going for like $400 on eBay. So yeah, to put it out again, I think it went pretty fast. Like I said, I was on my phone around 10 a.m. my time, so I was on it, bro. I was fucking on it. I was clicked that link so fast. I was there, logged in, everything, purchased this shit. But yeah, after I fucking bought it, I was like, damn, I'm a fucking idiot. I literally just bought a repaint of a figure I have. Where it says like, fuck, I'm not even a huge MEZCO fan. I don't collect too many of them. So I was like, fucking total hype beast, bro. Like I just went in for it for the hype, baby. I was like, don't think about it. I'm buying this so nobody else can. And I was like, damn, this shit went fast. It's just total hype purchase. I felt so scummy and dirty, like just a weak man, you know. But whatever, it's still a cool release. And yeah, maybe it's not worth 176, but try buying this shit now, motherfuckers, and you're gonna wish you paid 176. So I do gotta say that at least, you know. And who knows, maybe I sell this shit, maybe I scalp it. Like I still have that fucking vapor burner. I don't even think I opened that shit. I remember buying that. I don't even have it on this display. I don't have it anywhere. So I'm like, I know I have it somewhere. I think that shit goes for like $500. So I should sell that and this for $1,000. Like a package deal. I'm giving somebody a deal, both for 800. How about it? So if I can sell that, dude, that would be, oh man, that would be the heist of the century for me, baby. I'll make out $800 for two figures, dude. Awesome. So already 176 deep into it. I was hoping the next couple of releases were going to be awesome. And so far, it looks like I lucked out, man, because next up we got Crab Louie, the Capo edition. And when I saw this, I was like, wait a minute. Didn't this fool have like a different getup last time? Wasn't he like a more sailor looking type? Where this outfit right here looks a lot better to me. I was like, man, this shit actually looks cool now. When I saw this, I said, yo, this actually looks pretty dope now. Like, I didn't like that sailor edition. He kind of looked like a retarded crab, but now seeing him in the Capo edition, I'm like, yo, like that look just looks so clean. It just has that mafioso, like definitely a capo, definitely an enforcer. It's like this motherfucker ain't fucking around. He's got the sleeves rolled up. It's like, yeah, he's about to do some damage. And didn't come with too much, I kind of, as I was looking at this, I kind of noticed that it ended up selling out fast too. I was just kind of made up my mind that I wasn't gonna buy it. I wasn't gonna buy anything else anymore after that first purchase. So anything else that kind of got revealed, I was just gonna take a look at. But yeah, by the time I ended up adding it to my cart, it was already sold out, and I was like, "Holy shit, dude! Like these dudes are taxing that ass today, bro." Because if you're a MEZCO fan and you're all in for their stuff, and let's say you didn't have this at SDCC, you're 176 neck deep. I think this one was in that 113, 100 price point. I can't even remember the price, but let's just say another $120 deep. So now you're at $300 around there with just two releases. And then they didn't stop there, guys. They kept fucking you. So after that, this gets shown off. Doesn't come with much, but it is a bigger body. I don't know, man. It's just I wish this was like a different kind of character design because it does look a lot more cool than the last release, but it's still that fucking retarded crab head that I just don't like. And I know you could pop a different head on there. I think even like a Gomez head would work because yeah, it does have like that crab arm and shit, but it just looks like a fucking mutated arm. I don't know. Maybe you could kind of pop that off too. Who knows? So you could definitely, or maybe just swap that clothes on something else. It just works. So you could definitely have fun with it. But then they didn't stop there. They also put over pre-order this Decapod gang, the radioactive edition. So we got this radioactive racketeer edition, and yeah, just another set of repaints where when these first were showing off, I was like, nope, not for me. I don't think I'm the only one. I think a lot of the people still had that same feeling. It's just like these head sculpts are just not hitting as hard as like a Gomez head sculpt. And as tired as Gomez is, it's like his roach design still looks cool. It's just still kind of has like this like graffiti look to him. It just has like this New York kind of like just cool design. It's like really stylized roach. It just looks cool. Where these just they don't have that, they don't have that. But what they do have is these bodies, dude. These soft goods on it just look so cool, man. I love that mafioso look. You get like the pinstripe suits, the fucking like the Tech Nines and shit. Like everything about this except the head sculpts, I like. I like a lot. It's like damn. And I thought that about the first release too. I remember thinking, damn, I think I regret passing up on these because those bodies just look so clean. Like those suits look so good that you could easily like pop different heads on here. I know a lot of people are kind of blending some of the Dick Tracy line with like other mafioso figures and stuff. And yeah, something about just their Rumble Society allows for that, just like a MEZCO verse where it just all works. Even Batman from their line, it just blends in with this. Like if Batman was fighting these two things, I wouldn't blink an eye. I'd be like, yeah, that looks good. It looks like it works. And then yeah, that's why a lot of their photography with their Rumble Society just works. They just have all these different characters that I guess are in that same universe. Like it doesn't even fucking make sense in the comic books. It doesn't have to make sense. It's just cool. It's just toys. And that's just awesome about it. So yeah, seeing these at $200, like I said, you're paying 200 plus shipping. Shipping on all three items is separate too. So because they're not all going up for pre-order at the same time. And even if they did, you probably wouldn't even be able to add them all to your cart at the same time. They would all probably be selling out like just one after the other. So they really had to kind of separate the pre-orders or the orders, and you kind of didn't even have time to think about shit. Really, you just had to buy if you could buy. If you're all in, you're just buying whatever you can, which is just stupid to me. I don't know who would do that. I'm an idiot for just going in for that first release. I was like, hey, fuck it. I wanted it, fell into the hype. I was like, hey, fuck it. They got me. I'm not mad at the purchase. Like, I'm still happy with it. Like, but yeah, it's like, damn, 176 for something that I don't know. I could have done without, and I could have kept those 176 in my bank account. But yeah, to go all in, damn, you're looking at almost $600, because like I said, paying shipping each. I think the shipping was like $23 for the fucking Doc Knock. I think this Decapod gang is more because it's a 2-pack. And then this Crab Louie might have been more too because it's a bigger figure. I don't know if it's a heavier box, but knowing Mesco math, it's like, yeah, they might charge more. So all in for this is just like complete kick in the nuts. It's like they didn't have to like really do this all in one day. They really didn't have to do that, because not only that, let's say you went in for all this, you're a huge Mesco fan, you're always pre-ordering their stuff. You more than likely also had other pre-orders tied up with them. And little did you know that one was gonna charge this same fucking day, bro. Because along with these, fucking Dog Savage also charged, dude. Oh man, I can't imagine anybody that had these pre-orders tied up and went in for all this shit. Cause god damn, bro, you're hurting, bro. You're fucking hurting. I know you don't think you're hurting, but you're hurting, my dude. I'm hurting just thinking about that shit. It's like, holy fuck, dude. I would not feel right. I would just feel like disgusted. Like spending that much money, like, no way. And all on one company, too. It's like, fuck, dude. And especially if you went in for these and you had the previous releases, these are just repaints. So yeah, you definitely had to feel some type of FOMO if you did. I did for that first release. I'm fucking dumb enough to admit it. Dumb enough to have done it. But overall, it's like, they are putting out cool stuff. I can't completely knock them. Like I said, there's something about these that just kind of make me want them. It's just like, I don't know, something about Mesco that just does that, right? It just kicks that FOMO into gear. It's like, damn, this shit does look pretty dope. Because yeah, you talk about fodder, looking at stuff as fodder. These have like a lot of potential to just have other options with them, even if you don't like particular aspects of the release. It's like these head sculpts are fucking, I don't like them at all, but I would definitely find something to swap them with. Or after a while, I think you would just learn to like them too, because they're just so odd looking. Also, they just stand out so much. And then all the accessories that they come with, like all those fucking guns and shit, it's like, yeah, they're just gonna look badass all the time. So fuck, overall, I thought it was a complete shit show. 112 day. I was like, yeah, it's just uncalled for, Mesco. You didn't have to do all this. I think if they would have just put out the Doc Knock like opportunity at that probably would not have been enough, because I don't think they had enough stock to really, help or suffice everyone's like, or quench everybody's thirst for shit. It's like it's literally 112 day. Like the marketing couldn't get better. So yeah, I think they just went balls to the wall, put it all fucking on the fucking all on the table, and yeah, let the people fucking go after it, man, like animals. So yeah, it's just, yeah, it is what it is. I'm glad I'm not like the hugest fan of this stuff, because yeah, I would have definitely been feeling a lot of FOMO that day. And then yeah, let's say I did go in for it, then to have something else charged on top of that, it's like fucking hell, dude. That would have just been, oh man, I would have just been feeling so fucking shit. Because this Doc Savage actually looks really good, man. To know that this is already shipping out, it's like, all right, cool. You're gonna see a lot of people taking photography of this thing. This shit looks awesome already. So I might see what's up with this. I don't really know what's up with Doc Savage. I don't know shit about him, but motherfucker has like a rugged ass look. He looks like a man's man, bro. It's like, hell yeah, we need more of this shit. This is a man's man, baby. So pretty cool. It's like interesting little loadout. And then yeah, you could definitely have some fun with like all these like pulp comic like characters that they put out and stuff. Like if you have the Shadow, man, it would have been cool to get another opportunity at him. I want an opportunity to get in that Shadow figure. I missed out, but man, this is this is trash, Mesco. Yeah, I think so. This is like I said, it's just uncalled for, man. Capitalism, baby. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. It's like, hey man, you don't gotta buy this shit, but we're gonna make you feel it if you don't. So it's like that psychology, man. That's all FOMO is. It's like we don't need any of this shit, but man, we want it sometimes, and fuck. It only hurts when you look at your bank statements. Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, it does. It's like burner sale, you say? Yeah, I'm only charging $500 for it. I gotta dig it out. I don't know where the fuck I have it. I know I have it though. I know I have it because I have the fucking the hat that it came with, the NYC hat that it came with. I have that hat, so I'm like, I know I had this figure. I remember buying it. I just don't know where the fuck it is. because I think I just still even have it in the bubble wrap thing. I don't know like what the fuck it is. Also teased yet another Doc Knock. Did they? I must have missed that. I think I did miss that because shit, dude, they're knocking the fuck out of that buck or that body. Like they did that Christmas edition, that winter edition. It's like, all right, enough's enough, guys. Like, please. But yeah, I think I missed that. But damn, dude. So man, probably in the summertime they release that vehicle. Probably gonna get taxed again. But yeah, don't be locking up every pre-order, guys, from them because they might just all hit at the same time. And then just to close out, I got to close out with this Mondo Squads Beavis and Butthead. Not really 112 releases, but man, these things look good. It's like Mondo Squad's killing it with their sculpt, their paint, and since they are different stylized cartoons, like not all from the same studio, not all from the same, obviously cartoon or animation. They have to kind of tool them up differently somewhat, because like I said, they're all different animations. So kind of what they're doing here is not really so much for like the action figure fans. I mean, we can buy this stuff if you want, but this is kind of more for like fans of these particular IPs that are not really into like action figures, so it's like you see a Funko Pop of Beavis and Butthead, it's like a lot of people buy that because it's like, oh, they recognize Beavis and Butthead. But when you actually see them pop out of the cartoon and into real life and some kind of collectible, it's like, dude, this is awesome, and it's just, to me, I like seeing this because this is stuff that attracts like more people, like more normie crowd, I guess you could call them, people that are not like really addicted to just action figures, 112 releases or 1/6. It's like people want to buy toys, people want to buy collectibles, they want to buy stuff that they recognize, so this Mondo Squads line, I know they're doing a lot of the Nickelodeon stuff. I can't wait to see when they do like a Hey Arnold or something, it's like, yeah, it would be cool to get like articulated figures of Beavis and Butthead. Like that would be fucking awesome. I think Super 7 had even done reaction figures that look really great. This is, obviously the articulation that the reaction figure has, but the sculpts on the heads are there, so it looks pretty interesting. Where these are just like more kind of like pop and swap, kind of different limbs, different head sculpts to give them different looks, different torso swaps. Comes with the couch, obviously. So it's like you get your different options at different poses and stuff. But it's obviously not like an articulated figure. But like I said, for just the average person that's like new to collecting stuff, or maybe just collects different, tchotchkes and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, you can get different posing options with this. I could definitely see myself posing it out like this one day and just leaving it on my shelf, and then maybe doing the cornholio. My name is Cornholio. Doing the cornholio, or when they're rocking out, it's like super iconic when they're just rocking out. Like if I collected records or something, like I would just have this like where I have like my records and shit, or like my albums or whatever the fuck, my I used to have a lot of CDs back in the day. I don't have shit anymore, but just where I have like my stereo or something, just these dudes posted up right there, just rocking out. Like I love that shit, So killing it right here with this, like just toys got to be fun, and this looks fun to me, even though it's not one to a release. It's like it just looks like a lot of fun, So, and it looks so good, it just looks so good. They're painted out so well. Like that's the one thing that Mondo really excels at, is the sculpt and paint to these like cartoon designs and stuff. It's like they're killing it. So wouldn't mind these in a World Tour release either, though. I could definitely see like a third party company, like I forget the name of the company that's doing that Rick and Morty figure, but I could see them pulling these off easily, But people are gonna find what they want, and if they can find it and the company's making it, they're gonna buy it. Rojo saying, look at the promo for those crawfish guys. Okay. They're fighting them. I did see him fighting the Doc Knock, but I didn't. Oh, that's this one. Is it this one? I thought this one released already. Wasn't that Doc Knock the red, not Red Death, but something Crimson? I thought he released already. Isn't that the same one, or is that a different body now? Because I could have sworn they released this motherfucker right here, but I could be way off. I do remember seeing the Doc Knock that was red, though. I don't know if it was that one. And then I saw this dude fighting like the Shadow Edition, I guess. So it's not that one. It's not this motherfucker. But I don't know. I mean, shit, I wouldn't be surprised if they put out another Doc Knock, but I could have sworn that this red one came out like a minute ago, Rojo. I know you're a bigger like MEZCO fan than me, so you probably know a lot more than me. But yeah, maybe that's a different design, huh? But yeah, Fonjoy is the company making Rick and Morty. Yeah, if they did like a Beavis and Butthead third party, I'd be all over that. That'd be killer. Clint Jorgensen, Mondo is addicting. Yeah, dude, shout out to Clint. Yeah, man, I've not bought too many. I actually won a prize from them. I got that 1/6 Manny faces. I still gotta crack that shit open. I haven't even opened it, but yeah, what they put out is pretty interesting. I wish I collected more of their stuff. Like since they really lean into the 1/6 stuff, I wish I like collected like more 1/6 stuff if I didn't collect 112. But that Masters Universe 2000 X line, I'm jumping on at least the Skeletor, at least the He-Man. The price points, they gotta get a little bit friendlier with that, man. But yo, guys, that's all the action figure toy news I have for the evening. Fucking drag this shit on a little bit longer than I wanted to, but thank you guys for joining me, man. Be back again next week. Hopefully, we got more stuff to talk about. I kind of want to keep it going like once a week still. So yeah, hopefully we got more shit to talk about next week. I think there should be like a classified live stream coming out pretty soon. And hopefully a Marvel Legends stream also. I don't think there's going to be one in January, but February is around the corner. Toy Fair is around the corner. I already see kind of people posting about that. I think WonderCon also is around the corner. So yeah, year's already kind of off to a pretty great start, man. Like I said, there's releases that are coming out now that like, dude, could definitely have cracked that top 10 list last year that I'm getting now. Like those Ling Jing June figures, those TOYZ turtles. I just saw the fucking Mikey and Donnie release, so excited to get those, man. And it's always something, you know. It's always gonna be something new. It comes out, it gets your attention and stuff. So always here to enjoy talking about it with you guys, man. And then yeah, like always, man, I'm grateful for the people that tune in and stuff. And then yeah, we'll be here next week, guys. So until then, you guys keep collecting, keep buying those stuff, and we'll catch you guys on the next one, man. Peace out.